so hard to breathe? Why does it feel so hard to breathe? So hard to breathe. Never found, but these voices bring me to my knees. Again, why do you waste your light on me? Again, feeling the ground collapse on me.
You're making thoughts peering into the soft light. This unfamiliar glare blocks me out, I'm blinded. Inspired my efforts to keep you satisfied. I seem to be losing you, it's not worth the fight. So I speak up, I scream into the void. I reach for a hand to guide me through the shifting land below. I'm running up, the walls are closing in. I feel the cold embrace of dust. We rise and dust we go. Hear my voice speak through the walls of stone. When I saw you leave, I felt you go. It's the heart's borderline, blinding from a distance. No more resistance. So I speak up, I scream into the void. I reach for
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Redirect Monthly, number 16. This time we're progressing quite well and fast forward here. Joining me tonight for today's booth for this monthly is the GOAT himself, Sir Pegasus. How you doing, homie?
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure to return yet again. I've missed the last few. I've had those offers, and unfortunately I've been busy, I've been ill. Everything has gotten within the way of myself and a good old-fashioned Redirect Monthly. But I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to be sharing the desk with such a legend. Ground Zero, my turn to ask, how have you been doing today?
Just been absolutely fantastic. It was quite the very quick message there. I just woke up in 1 a.m. in the morning. I get a DM from Hazza saying he needs me. I was like, I'm on. And it's because, especially if it's Sir Pegasus joining me in the booth at the same time, even better. I would say that's just the icing on the cake at this point. And congratulations to Redirect Monthly, because we've actually finally managed to obtain affiliate. So you guys can now utilize your channel points if you want to gamble and choose to see which team of yours is the favorite to win. And speaking of teams there, Sir Pegasus, we got some very interesting teams playing this monthly. You want to talk about them for a second?
Well, I'm just going to go down the top 6 seedings here. We've got the likes of BMS, second place Domino's Pizza, seed 3 IKEA FC, seed 4 Them, seed 5 Brave Esports, seed 6 Team Invaders. This is an absolutely stacked monthly, and of course we do start the stream with the upper finals, which means 2 of those 6 teams will be playing. It's Brave Esports versus Domino's Pizza. And Ground Zero, do you want to just talk us through these rosters, because these are 2 of the most insane teams I think I've seen in the upper final of a Redirect Monthly. And it just goes to show, Redirect, they're growing. We've got the gambling as well, and let me tell you, you're going to be in for a difficult decision.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a very close game considering the fact that Brave Esports, this is a team which came out under a different name last month, now has finally been able to obtain an org, and you couldn't have been representing a better org at this point considering the type of team this is. So we got Han, who's actually had a teammate with Icon previously, who is a consistent monthly winner, coming in all the way from Scotland, alongside NC Cadle, and we've got I believe I can't remember the exact last person, but I believe from the Brave Esports roster himself, we got NC Cadle and Marshy. So Marshy, while some people may not know him, I've had him on for show matches myself. He's a very, very solid player and insanely consistent and mechanical. So this is a very, very solid team. But the other side, Domino's Pizza, don't let the name fool you. This is one of going to be the standing upright rosters we're going to see for this month. It's Thuber, Nim, and Charlie B. Now, for some people, they may not, there may be some unknowns, but Nim is the 2K. Sorry, not 2K, but the 2's player god. He is a consistent 2K, player. 1K games in 2s every consistently, and he's always been scrimming alongside the likes of Thuber, who's from England himself here. So very local players, which you love to see as well,
Oh, absolutely. And Charlie B, some of you guys may remember, not the season that's just ended, the ones before, how this guy used to dominate the Octane rating leaderboards when it came to the qualifiers to make those regionals. And when he got to those regionals, he was causing quite a tough time, even for the upper teams. He's a player who's always been very competitive, is very known in the RLCS scene, loves to compete in these bubble tournaments as well. It's just a team of 3 complete grinders. I know Nim actually played for an organization I'm very involved with, the likes of Team Serene during RSC, and let me tell you, it's not the biggest prize pool that these bubble players would come to expect, but he's just that much of a grinder. He loves playing the game, he loves competing, he loves winning, and I think he's got himself a good shot here, and I think he's got a good shot against this 5th seed Brave Esports, albeit Ground Zero. I don't even know who this team is going to play. I mean, we read through that roster earlier. NC, Cadley, Marshy, Khan. I looked at that and I was left confused. I had to ask the producer. I was like, has any of these players signed as a substitute? Because to the best of my knowledge, these are 4 players that are very capable of being a main team on a team that could potentially win the entire tournament. News was that Khan did sign up as the substitute, but there is a realistic chance he would be playing at some point in the tournament. So for whatever Domino's Pizza are going to be facing, any iteration is going to be extremely strong, and it adds that little bit of a surprise factor for this first stream to make that risk even higher when you start to dedicate your channel points.
Exactly. You got to be very, very careful looking at every bit of information you have about it, especially if you know the individual players. Don't let bias fool you, because both sides have just very capable of even taking it out, either or. I'm just curious to know when they're going to be joining, because we haven't had a heads up just yet. So whenever that's going to be possible, we'll move on and get to casting straight away. It's just a small, little cheap. I wouldn't say cheap. Sorry, best of 5. Cheeky little best of 5 as is. So first 3 will be the one to win. And like we said, it could be either or. These are some very, very good, solid names. Last time, the Brave Esports, that team was the very people who won previously, with that roster consisting of NC, Marshy, and I believe Kale. So Khan coming on as a substitute. As you said there, Pig, it's gonna, who knows, maybe they could. And this is a player who's also a consistent winner previously himself as well. So if you're bringing on a roster like that, you're just bringing on some insane monsters who could definitely, take it away against some very consistent grinders as well. And speaking of the grinders, there they are, finally having joined the lobby, and I think we should be ready soon to get this game underway, Pig.
Absolutely, and I'm excited to see the players. I'm looking out, and I do see Khan on the pitch there alongside Kadley, and I'm looking to see who the third player is. I believe that is Marshy. So NC will be the player not on the pitch here. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. I'm very excited to watch this one unfold. Their journeys into this position was, of course, advancing through the upper semi-finals. Brave coming off the back of a sweep, and Domino's Pizza going all the way to game 3 in a best of 3. Now they must play a best of 5. Now they've got much more time to show themselves, and of course this platform to do so live on stream. Will Brave Esports return to the grand final spots, or will they be dethroned to the lower brackets, try and fight in a weighted best of 7 should we re-qualify? Well, Ground Zero, let's find out once these players decide to join the lobby.
Yeah, also, quick, a little update as told by our producers. It is the case that the teams already played game number 1, and therefore it is now suddenly a best of 4 instead of best of 5 because they forgot to check match chat. Please, can we remind everybody that most of the games that we will play for the future will be more than likely streamed, so please check your chats as due process. Thank you very much. We appreciate this quick little interval. But the first game, I believe, was won by a 4-1 for game 1 in favor for Team Brave Esports. So the org representative team has won the first game. So it's going to be very interesting to see how well we progress for the rest of the games here in this best of 4 correction. So I'm excited. I'm ready to go and cast if you are, Pig.
Absolutely, and well, you heard it there before. Brave Esports getting the first win in this series. Remember, this is a best of 5, so that means they only require 2. Domino's Pizzas require 3. And like I said, very surprised here because Brave Esports are coming here as seed 5, but reigning champions. We'll see if that reign will go on. The players are now joining the lobby. The wait is finally over. Our first match here on the Redirect stream. We've made it to affiliates. We're constantly evolving. Here we go. Brave Esports versus Domino's Pizza.
Will it be the Domino's Pizza side, or will it be Brave Esports showcasing their courage? I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be kind of hungry, so we forgot to talk about predictions. Who do you think is gonna take it away now? We've already seen Brave Esports take game number 1 confidently against the Domino's Pizza grinders here. So, taking that kind of information, do you think is gonna be a bit of bias, or who do you think is gonna win it out? For me, I would have to say still, because I'm very good friends with a lot of the majority of the players, I can't be too biased. I gotta be careful about my opinions here. You might hurt some people's feelings, but I don't care. I'm here to hurt people's feelings. It's going to be more than likely probably Brave Esports. They're consistent last month winner as well. They got some good headway, and more than likely will probably take this game alongside this series in a comfortable 3-1 fashion. What do you think, Pig?
Well, clearly someone here prefers Pizza Hut, but personally, Domino's Pizza is where it's at. Off camera, before I knew the results of that first game, I did say that I think Domino's Pizza look like the favourite team here in this tournament, and I'm going to stick true to my word here, but I do believe this is definitely a game that could go all the way to 5. I mean, Brave Esports, they've pulled off some fantastic performances so far. They are the reigning champions, like you said before, so you can never really count them out. But Nim here, great control, looking to find the double tap, won't quite find the target. And well, we're a minute 20 seconds gone, Ground Zero, and whilst we've been talking predictions, I must say it's been a very back and forth game, which I think has matched the fact that we can't seem to agree on who the favourites are here.
Yeah, it's gonna take a long time for us to really get a concurrent, solid opinion. And we already saw them breaking apart with a fantastic attempted shot there. Just sadly missed off of the post and some great control. And you talk about the back and forth, and I have to agree with you, Charlie. Sorry, Pig. Is the fact that it just makes them a bit more, tense. That tense atmosphere is all about, the calm before the storm kind of moment. And these two teams, especially when it comes to the Redirect Monthly, all of the time that we see prior to the grand finals, always end up like this, where it's a good back and forth. They don't really get a consistent winner, and I think it adds to the entertainment value we as casters alongside the viewers do obtain here. But it also goes to show that this is high quality gameplay. These are all SSL high 2K teams. So you're never going to get a very easy answer straight away as the time goes by. We might see a breakaway. No! A big mistake on the goal line by Brave Esports. Weren't watching their back. And a fantastic 50 from Charlie. A push forward by Thuber. No fear from the man. And he beats Cadle, smashing him away from the goal line and putting that ball back into the back of the net. Brave Esports lose the first one. And Domino's Pizza ahead by 1. And the kickoff starts once again.
Well, miscommunication, hesitation, every negative thing that ends in TION. That's what I saw there on the defense of Brave Esports, and that's why they will concede this first goal, and they've allowed the momentum to slip. Charlie B! Oh my goodness, what a way to make it 2. Kick them while they're down. 50-50 was crucial there from Nim, but that read from Charlie B, the power, the accuracy, perfection to double the lead there for Domino's Pizza, and Brave Esports are left with a very tough game to complete, especially if Fuba can set up for a potential third.
Yeah, but Cadle with a psycho save, really, just doing it perfectly. Nim keeping the control of the ball. Low boost though, so he can't really progress forward much with that, leaving to Thuber, his teammate, to lend a hand as he sets him up down midfield into the danger zone. Nim, no boost, Charlie B, open that shot. He reads it off the post, and it's a simple goal, aiming for the hat-trick is Charlie B, but the setup, Domino's Pizza, very, very strong showcasing that they're giving us here within the first game that's being streamed, correction. But 3 goals for the better, and they've only scored that within the 1 minute since the 3rd minute struck here. This is very, very impressive from Domino's Pizza.
They're out the oven and they are scorching hot. It was a slow start here in game 2, and of course they did lose the first one, but once they got this first goal in this second game, they've been seemingly unstoppable. Brave Esports have been very pinned to their half, and every time they do get these big booming clearances, that time in the opposing half really is short-lived. However, we're going to have to try and make the most of this opportunity. Khan on the backboard, looking to find a teammate inside. That one a bit too much power. Finds it across when there was a Brave Esports player waiting in field, more central than that pass could find. Bump plays. Not quite breaking open this defense from Domino's Pizza. They've recovered themselves well. The positioning has been perfect. And even in these moments, Ground Zero, where they're seemingly low on boost, they're still faster to the ball. And that's just having that perfect anticipation and the rotation between each others.
I think the first game with the loss coming against Domino's Pizza just gave them adequate time, really, to analyze and see what they need to bring forward to a team like this. They know they're going against a consistent monthly winner. So, stay true to your strengths and just go for simple stuff. Utilize your teammates just like that. You find a flick, you find Thuber, and you get a solid open net. Once again, 4-0 for the side of Domino's Pizza, and it's less than a minute left. So, as we were talking about it, what Domino's Pizza have really done is just consistent rotation, managed to really heavily utilize their third man who's stuck around the midfield, and he's been stopping a lot of the progressive shots that, Brave Esports could have been going for, limiting their options, and therefore making it very difficult to start up counterattacks, and that's what stopped them perfectly, like right there, Nim, setting it up again, an open net for Thuber. It's as simple as that for Domino's Pizza.
And anyone who has watched Squishy Muffins Free Till I Lose type of video, his philosophy here in 3v3 is every single play you've got to be playing for a teammate, and I think so far Domino's Pizza have perfected that. Every single 50-50, every single hit off the surface, and every single solo play has it in mind that if they are not getting a goal, it is going to a teammate no matter what, and it's just allowed them to be so connected, seem so much faster. The ball is always in these dangerous positions, but Another shot there coming from Khan. The first real opportunity we've seen for quite some time now is miraculously saved by the spider Charlie B there in net. And it may allow them to hold on to this clean sheet in game 2. They've got 1 second remaining to secure that. They've just got to let this ball hit to 4, and this best of 5 becomes a best of 3 with a Domino's pizza that is piping hot.
Oh yeah, served hot and ready. We got a very, very solid performance in this game from Domino's Pizza. 5-0. You stopped every possible shot. Charlie B with a very, very good save off that post as well at the same time. I have to say that result in this game, in my opinion, is quite damning against Brave Esports, because you've came off so consistent, you've came off so good with 4-1, and Sunday here it's 5-0. You've gone completely unanswered against Domino's Pizza. That just shows how much more terrifying Domino's Pizza is as a team. More than likely, probably still going to be the team that goes into the grand final, but there's still hope for Brave Esports. But with results like that, where they fell was defense. I didn't really see anything, no player marked from the opposition, too many gaps given open, and the defense was just nowhere to be found, just completely invisible in my opinion. So I would have to say they really just need to go back to the drawing board and, talk about consistent comms, mark out your position, and, really watch out for specific players, the likes of Fuber and Charlie B in this case, who've been their biggest attackers for Domino's Pizza.
Certainly. I mean, Charlie B, he was everywhere on that pitch, made that fantastic save in the late stages of that game, but more earlier on and towards the middle, of course, we saw that corner read, we saw those assists come into play as well. He is looking unstoppable, looking to grind those octane ratings like he always does in the RLCS servers as well. But this is an RLCS, these are the redirect monthlies. There is a huge prize pool on the line at the end of the night, and you have to be on fire, and they have been so far. Like I said, best of 5 turned to best of 3. Brave Esports with a lot left to show to the stream.
Yeah, it's not over. Game is still young. The only thing you've suffered for is a tie right now. That still goes to show that you have some time to work with. Great passing play, Cadle, because he continue on with the dribble. Lack of boost will stop him, but he won't stop trying no matter what. Great saves, some double commits coming in from the side of Domino's Pizza, which we haven't really seen coming in last game. So this may spell some possible foreshadowing. Who knows? But you really got to watch out where you're going there and watch out for your own teammates. Some great clears, especially here from Marshy. No boost. Again, they consistently find themselves with a lack of resources, making it difficult for a very solid critical hit on the defense of Domino's Pizza here. Open net possible. That was going to be a great blockage there from Khan. Khan now pass from Marshy up to the air. Marshy, can he reach there first before Nim? But Nim beats him the ball faster.
Oh, here we
Charlie
go.
B going to be going for a double tap. Is it in? No, it's not. Unfortunate, but great defense coming in from the side of Brave Esports.
And you can just feel the aura when Charlie B is alone in the air with all that boost and all that time as well. It's always a chance that he could pull off a miraculous play there. But I must say, the defense of Brave Esports did a great job to get him to burn all his boost early. Made it hard for him to readjust. Nim just about running out at the final second there for that attempt. Charlie B finds his teammate perfectly. 1-2 attempted. Second hit a bit powerful, but Charlie B will make the most of it. And you see Nim lurking behind. Here he is now. Won't quite land the double tap. Khan ready to defend this one. This has been much stronger so far from Brave Esports. But that just means Domino's Pizza have to bring out more from the playbook. And they're getting more mechanical. They're getting more creative. And so far, Brave Esports have been able to keep up. But now you see a very low boost Khan. Marshy having to commit to this one. Khan's going to slowly drift towards the ground. Marshy has to buy some time for his teammates. And this 50-50 is crucial. It's landed perfectly. Cadley looking to find that third player, but Fuber just reading that play a second before it unfolded, and that gave him just enough time to block that one. Now Nim, musty flick, trying to play it off the back wall to find a player in field. It doesn't quite connect. We're seeing a lot of half chances right now, Ground Zero, but this time it can be said for both teams.
It's a half-baked pizza coming in really from both sides. It's disappointing, but hey, you know what? I'm bearing my patience and letting the game still talk. This was the very minute where spelled doom previously for Brave Esports, where they saw lost most of their previous losses in the last game. So in comparison to this just goes to show that the improvement that they made to adapt to Domino's Pizza isn't half done at all. I would say it's just perfect, perfectly baked pizza here. But from the defense, equally from Charlie B and the likes of his team here with Domino's Pizza, it's been consistent performance. They really haven't let Brave Esports do what they want as confidently as they could be doing here. This is Charlie B going for a flip reset passing play to the corner, hoping to find Thuber, overblocked by Cadel as Nim once again beating him with no boost. I don't know how this man reaches the distance with nothing in the tank. He's a very terrifying player to see on the ground and in the air there. But Cadel, a passing play to Han, opportunity open net. Cadel demoed, and unfortunately an opportunity once again lost here. Nim to the air. Charlie B, open net, threatening position, and Cadel will be able to block it. Khan sacrificing himself for the save. Will be able to block it once more. This is an open net. Yes, it is. Charlie B off the ceiling, and a beautiful ceiling shot. Great control. That touch was atrocious.
Oh my goodness.
That touch was disgusting from Charlie. What are we even watching here?
3 steps in that play, but it wasn't as simple as that. That first touch of a ball that's actually going towards his own net, turning it around and putting the perfect power so he could get the second one on the ceiling. I mean, that was just a perfect play. That was high level, and that is exactly what Charlie B brings to the table. He's been attempting these mechanical plays all game now. Eventually, it had to land, but Nim landing the flip reset, blocked there by Marshy. Now, Kaylee has to get this counter-attack. Time is running out here for Brave Esports. They don't want to allow this opposing team to go on match point over time. They'd be happy with that right now, but a 50-50 is coming out between Kaylee and Charlie B. Nim wanting to clear this one out, but doesn't quite get the landing. Charlie B's going to have to make the most of it this time. Can't. A little bit of a desperate shot there on target. That was never going to beat the defense. And in fact, that one will just give away possession temporarily. Now, Brave Esports have to work very hard to get this ball back in their control. Kaylee's attempted it, but now low on boost. This is a dangerous position to be in. If that second one goes in, it is surely the dagger. But Fuba not interested, just looking to hold off that defense. Knows if the scoreline remains, he will take that victory. Charlie B not having that same idea, knows he can guarantee it before the whistle goes. Charlie B back off the wall yet again. Second touch landing, looking to keep this ball on the floor. An ingenious play and perfectly performed there from Domino's Pizza. Early in that game, the dough was soft, but it hardened up and they kept the crust. There we go, Domino's Pizza on match point versus Brave Esports. It appears like they're going for a sweep if you've only seen what's been on stream, but Brave Esports did take a victory beforehand off stream. But they're going to need a second and third if they want to make the grand finals with that weight in their favor.
It's going to take a lot more than just some very simple plays here to outdo these two teams. That was utter perfection in a game there. Sir Pig. I don't think I've seen a better performance coming from Brave Esports, where otherwise we saw them just coming off a little bit more disappointing than I expected, leaving the defense a lot open than last time, but this time was perfect. It was great. They blocked a lot of the shots. The problem, where it still comes down to it, is your offense requires you to actually control the ball, not just throw it away. The heavy touches just laid precedence for Domino's Pizza to control the ball much better, and you've seen how well they do it. Charlie B, once again, calling back that disgusting touch to the ceiling, and it felt like I was watching Squishy all over again with the way that shot was played there. That was utter beautiful. And the demo, just the icing on the cake once again coming in from Domino's Pizza. And now they're on match point here, Sir Pig. So, you know what? My guess of 3-1 seems to be very close as the games do go by. So we're now going to be moving on to what may possibly be the final game to decide match point. It is Brave Esports versus Domino's Pizza, and it's been a beautiful few games we've been able to watch here tonight for the start of the redirect month number 16. Oh, wait.
4 shots to 1 in the opening game. This time, Khan equals the amount of shots they got in the previous game within the first 10 seconds, and it happens to be perfectly on target with an open net. Domino's Pizza looking to come out the gates hot, committing all 3 men forward for the attack, and instead they find themselves punished. Marshy and Cadley, not even a touch on the ball, but Khan still managing to put his team ahead with 1 stray 50-50.
Wow. Talk about luck. But they're hoping to extend it. No! God, no! What have you done? Oh, no!
He used all his luck. He used all his luck, ground zero. That's exactly what happened. He's ended up defending his own team's shots.
Oh,
my goodness.
Oh, that is heartbreaking.
We've seen how valuable these goals are. We've seen how valuable these goals are. It was decided by 1 in the previous game, Ground Zero. That is brutal. And Nim might just land the counter punch. He doesn't. Instead, it's Charlie B. Doesn't quite find the double tap. Shot on net there from Fuba. That goal would have made the equaliser because... Oh, I don't even want to talk about that play from before again. That was a devastating one to watch and definitely not something you want to see in an upper finals when you are facing a team that are currently on match point against you. And I hear some sounds of excitement there from my co-caster because this game is getting a little bit physical.
Oh, it's getting heated. It's just fire all over the place. And, well, you want fire for the Domino's pizza you're going to have. If it's not, a good fire, you ain't going to get the perfect smell off of a pizza that, you just love salivate over. And it's a tasty game we're watching, that's for sure here. But the problems are still evident. That other than just some very dastardly mistake here from Han, where it's I basically just wanted to lay dominance and say, I'm the only person who can score in this game. Let me score! Let me score! Says Khan! Let me do everything you need for Brave Esports. What a one-time play set up from sailing. It's an open net. Thuber, no hope of saving, and it's game over for this one. 3 minutes still left, and 2-0 in favor for Team Brave Esports.
And Khan signed up as the substitute for this roster, but what did I say before this series started, Ground Zero? All 4 players have main team potential to go all the way and win the tournament. Khan proving exactly that here in the, dare I say, 4th game, going 2 goals to nil, both of which coming from his hands.
You know what? This man wanted to be the main attacker. He wants all the points. He wants a stat pad himself here. And you know what? I can respect it in a sense, but you're in a very tough position considering the fact that this is still a team that's on match point right now. What are you doing? Yeah, you gotta be able to, value every goal. You gotta value your partnership with your teammates here, and it's some great performance in comparison to the last 2 we've seen here. So you know what, this may still be a scary time. Great save from Marshy, and he kept that ball out, but Nim coming in strong once again. Some very good cuts. That's what makes Nim so dangerous, is he's very, very sharp with the way he's able to cut these corners every single time. A setup. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god, heart-stopping moment there for a second, but a great save coming in from Kadel. Open net for Thuber, and he snipes into the bottom left corner.
Oh my goodness, and it looked like they were going to get that goal a couple seconds earlier with quite an excruciating fashion on the side of Brave Esports. A player potentially bumped into the goal instead. We just saw a nice cheeky little passing play. 2 players that could just see the space and thread the needle perfectly to make it 2-1. And now Brave Esports, they have to be careful here. A 1-goal difference simply isn't safe against this Domino's Pizza side. I think Marshy hears my calls here, looking to find that double tap, not quite landing it. That's fantastic control coming from Nim. He burns all his boost to do so and lays it off with a player who has plenty of it in the tank. Dummy plays coming out. It's a split open middle here in the defense of Domino's Pizza, but they've been able to buy themselves some time to try and fill those gaps. Charlie B is up. Marshy went up with him. Ball off the ceiling yet again. But Nim just about cannot find the target. Fuba looking a bit awkward, but going to that B plan, landing the bump instead. Fuba has to chase back. Nim doesn't have any boost either. Infield pass. And for a second there, I thought I was going to find the back of the net, but Cayley makes it free. And it was a crucial passing play to punish the boost, the lack of boost on the side of Domino's Pizza.
Wow, that was a close one. I genuinely had my hands on my head there for a second, thinking that was going to be a
I could
miss.
see.
Oh, that was scary. That was very, very scary. And we talk about how valuable the goals are, especially for the team here who is on a very imminent loss. So, hey, too close for comfort, but Kate at least able to get a very, very solid goal. And what in the world is that touch? Kadel, he's popping off. He's absolutely popping off. What is this flick here to set up Han, who come back around and saw Kadel perfectly pop it over the last man in defense? It was Charlie B, and sadly he's not going to make it back here in time for that save either. It's 4-1 in favor for Brave Esports, and looking like they're going to extend it. Kadel the man of the match after Khan. I have to say he's been the better player when it comes to these beautiful shots. 5-1. It's looking very eerily similar to the very first game we saw streamed between these two teams here. So, hey, that game 5 is now on board, Sir Pig. It's still looking to be a very, very beautiful game between both sides here. 5-1, and it shows that Brave Esports ain't ready to kick the bucket until the fat lady sings at 0 seconds here. And, well, they got a very beautiful tune running here.
And what an insane series to start the stream with. Of course, we do sign the upper final. That save not quite landing. So Charlie B getting that second goal. But as it stands, Grand Zero, I'm in the mind that this one will just be consolation. Charlie B lurking well in that top corner. Certainly a momentum builder, but it isn't one that's going to pick up fast enough to push this game into overtime, or are they looking to bring something into that final game 5 into Champions Field? That's for them to decide. I'm definitely on the side that this game will see that legendary stadium, but we've got 25 seconds left to try and decide that. 3 goals required on the side of Domino's Pizza, and the ball in the wrong half if you're looking for that miracle.
Yeah, it's going to take... I think a lot more than we expected from between these two teams. We talk about how it's always the finals just before the grand finals, which is, results in a good opportunity for the cash prize grab, and also a very, very salivating opportunity for a beautiful game head lead. Okay, very interesting.
Ooh.
6-2, I guess. We're going to give the last second goal here, and Khan will be the one to take it away once more. But this time it's Charlie be the 50-50 against Tuber for an own goal. I guess they just wanted to get the game over. They would have taken much more time to throw that ball to the ground, I guess, in comparison to just scoring an own goal. But hey, you know what? Brave Esports with a confident win in this case here. And as we were talking about it, Sir Pig, it's going to take a lot more than as expected to get a consistent answer, really, between both of these two teams. Domino's Pizza have come out very, very strong, but Brave Esports have brought it back. They've improved and adapted on their mistakes here, and really, really taking the overtaking whatever possible against the likes of Domino's Pizza, especially on the offensive side, where they were severely lacking, especially in the last game, even if they improved their defense. So, hey, what do you think? What do you think we're going to be expecting? Do you think we're going to be taking this game to OT, or will it be finished within the regulation?
I mean, Ground Zero, how do we even guess anymore? I thought this Domino's Pizza team looked unstoppable after watching those first 2 games on stream, and we saw how Charlie B was just able to pick things up out of nowhere in game 3 as well to pull off that amazing ceiling shot. And even if we could see slight gaps in those games, and of course it was low scoring, which leads opportunity for, maybe a lucky shot to dribble its way in, I would have never expected a 6-2 in that game 4, so who's to say that I can predict what happens here on Champions Field? A picture, of course, legends are made and hung around the stadium. Some of these players have, of course, competed in RLCS, some of those maybe one day looking to find those levels, but of course it is a very long road, and for now they can focus on getting themselves that esteemed title of a redirect monthly champion. But of course it would help if they could win here in the upper final and get that weighting in their favour. Game 5 between Brave Esports and Domino's Pizza starts off early with a goal from Fuba, and Domino's Pizza regain their lead and that dominance which we saw earlier in this series with a fantastic passing play.
Domino's Pizza, call that a fast delivery on time, therefore not free at all. It comes at a cost against Brave Esports' defense here, cutting in strong, and I think they're hoping to extend it. Han, scary time, scary moment, called for desperate measures, but he's able to lay some control on that play. Marshy, a flip reset, looking a bit stylish. Cadle hoping to pop off with a mechanical controlled corner play here. Sadly, just wasn't able to get that angle, nor going to touch the ball at all. So last game, 1-0. Domino's Pizza starting off strong here in the first 25 seconds. Where's the defense? I don't see anybody.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody up forward here, but that was close, a bit too close for comfort once again. First minute gone, we're going to see a passing play come in, but Thuber able to outpace him. Thuber, a very, very dangerous player. Speaking about that, save to with Charlie B! Double tap off of the air, and he gets the shot straight to the back of the net. What a passing play. That is a lethal combo here.
Oh my goodness. Is there a better first touch in this lobby? Honestly, Charlie B, it feels like no matter how heavy it comes off the surface, no matter what direction the ball is going, He will redirect it to the perfect place. Hold on, a straight off kickoff makes it 3-0 in the first minute, and Brave Esports falling apart in these early stages. It was a very strong cheat there coming from Fuba. That one landing perfectly, and it's devastating there for the cheater on Brave Esports, who just has to watch as he flies past that one. And well, the goal was basically already decided from that point. Going to be a very hard comeback for the rest of the game. I thought Charlie B was about to make it 4th, with the potential still not over. Hold on, that's a dangerous touch. Nim with a bit of a hospital ball there coming from his teammate. Does really well with it, to be fair to him. Gets a 100 boost for his troubles as well. Charlie B back in centre. Nim can't find that 50-50, so it's Marshy yet again. 33 in the tank. Flip reset collected. Fuba clears. Nim awaits there, and it's another first touch of perfection. This control that we're seeing so far from Domino's Pizza is what I think was missing in that previous game. And well, they've come out of the gates early with all of that fixed up, and now Brave Esports looking like they're struggling a little bit, albeit they did concede that kickoff goal, which does seem unlucky in the grand scheme of things, but we know how important of a factor that is nowadays.
Yeah. Now, down from the ceiling to the midfield to Kato, hoping to find a teammate, blocked by 2 players, hoping to stop any progressive shot there. And Khan will be the one to be outpaced by Nim. He's a fast man in the air. You don't want to be going against a 50-50 versus him. He'll outpace you every single time. Marshy up into the air. Flip reset. Does he get it? No, it's going to leave it to a teammate, but sadly a demo will stop any kind of, once again, another opportunity hindered here as Charlie B with the 50. Kato just floating around midfield, doesn't know where to go. And it seems that, you know, Domino's Pizza has shaken Brave Esports to their core here in this game. They have not been looking as confident, where otherwise, this is probably one of the better comebacks we've seen from a reigning champion from the last time. Looks like they might just be dethroned today, but hope's still not over. There's still more time in the the tournament to keep going forward, because this is only just the start. Grand finals will be the next thing, but there's still lower brackets to observe here. We still got some teams playing there at the same time, moving on after that to see how well they're doing and progressing forward the lower bracket before we see the likes of whoever loses, which we're more than likely as we're seeing the result on the scoreboard here. Brave Esports might be the one facing the tumble of the lower brackets itself here as well at the same time.
Charlie B in field there to Nim. Marshy will block that one. Charlie B must challenge again. Kadley already up and prepared for that one. Flip reset collected. That one goes low, and Fuba looking to clean things up. It's a perfect first touch past Charlie B. It comes back a bit too fast for him to react there. Now the counter-attack looks to be initiated, but it's blocked off early. Marshy not getting the luxury of that second touch there. Nim blocks it off early. Charlie B looking to find teammates inside. There are 2 of them. Marshy positioned perfectly. Low boost, but still able to get that ball out and into safety off the corner. But in the centre, Charlie B looking unbeatable. Nim back to Fuba. Fuba doesn't have enough in the tank. Double commit comes from Brave Esports, but it's exactly what was needed. And of course, it's a goal on the side of the substitutes. Khan looking to save the day here for Brave Esports. Plenty of action required in these final 70 seconds. Huge kickoff, which they must win if they want to give themselves that head start. And they do here. Kaylee, though, low on boost and forced to give up all their momentum as Charlie B positions himself well. Nim, heavy touch in the corner. Marshy looks to punish. We've seen some strange touches coming from Brave Esports here. They're not able to fight through this time. Instead, it leads to a heavy touch. That one was on target. And Nim, with the bottom of his car, able to cover the top half and the bottom half, just about pixel perfect. And the counter-attack follows as well. Last thing I expected there was a goal for Domino's Pizza, but this is a team that keeps you surprised, Ground Zero.
Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema here we're watching. We've seen the highs, we've seen the lows, we've got a roller coaster of emotions, the possibility of a goal, and the sad loss that was in it. You couldn't have written it better here. Sadly tonight, for the loss, it's gonna be from Team Brave Esports. They tried their best, they had the roaring courage flowing through their veins. A possible sniping last time. Khan the sub, the dark horse for Brave Esports, has been the one to do it again. But that play from Marshy, the consistent recovery, at the same time, that great setup was absolutely beautiful to snipe his teammate to find the open net. 2-4. The game's still not over just yet. It's 30 seconds left Who do we have to see? Is there still a possibility of hope here? Is it too late though? As Thuber will be sniping it all the way to the corner. Cadle, heavy touch. Manages to at least beat it away somewhat as Marshy progresses forward. Charlie B, the beautiful first touch master here, stopping that once again. Cadle flip reset pass. Down in the midfield, saved by Charlie B. Oh my god, a setup and it's oh my god, a save! Thuber, no goal, will be hindered as it's game over. GG's, they tried their best, but Brave Esports will not be the ones to win it tonight versus Domino's Pizza as they move on to the grand finals. So congratulations to all players involved, but Domino's Pizza just still reigns strong. You can't out-domino the pizza here.
Certainly not, and they looked so strong throughout this series. Of course, we weren't able to watch that first one. They did drop off in that game 4, but game 5 seemed like that same team we saw in the second and third. But dare I say, Ground Zero, I don't think there are many teams that are going to be able to compete against them. Of course, the likes of Brave Esports going to be one of those teams which we may see again in that grand finals, and the only other team I really see standing a chance is the same team that they faced in the upper semi-finals. I believe it was IKEA FC, which they went all the way to game 3 against in a series which was, of course, a best of 3. So I'll be interested to see which one of those teams, or maybe a different challenger, will return for those grand finals. But this looks like the deserved team so far. They were definitely the better team in that series more consistently. And it's going to take a lot to stop them. But I'm so excited to see it. I'm so excited to see how Brave Esports are going to compete in the lower bracket, in the lower finals, and if they will, of course, get that shot at revenge. Predictions on my side, I believe, were correct, actually. I did go for Domino's Pizza all the way in game 5. That's what we saw ahead of us, but for the most part, it was a game that felt hard to guess. And I believe my co-caster isn't in the Discord at the moment, but he will be rejoining shortly. As we can see, he's very locked in on the other camera. For now, we are going to go on a short little break. We will return with both co-hosts being able to be heard today. This is, of course, the Redirect Monthly, and we will see you all after that break. Thank you very much.
it to say that we cannot pretend now? Was it never enough to have just everything you want? In your shadow I found a place to hide me from my own thoughts. And if I ever got lost, you'll find a way to bring me home. And I want something I can hold that's worth this waiting cold. And I want something that is real, something to make me feel alive.
Welcome back to the Redirect monthly stream, ladies and gentlemen. We just watched a thrilling upper finals between the likes of Brave Esports and Domino's Pizza. Unfortunately, Brave Esports did fall to that second seed, so they will return to the stream to play first seed BMS. It is, of course, myself, Sir Pegasus, on the comms, alongside my wonderful co-caster who has managed to return, the legendary Ground Zero. Welcome back, and what are your thoughts for this upcoming series?
See, BMS is rated as one of the top seeds, number 1 to be exact here, and it's a roster filled with Beastie, Sheila, and Monkey Mode. So very, very interesting individual players now combobulated together. That just makes for a very interesting time. Sadly, they did lose previously, so to see them in the lower bracket is shocking. But to say that it wouldn't be difficult considering to the fact that we have so many great teams playing this monthly, it just makes somewhat sense here that we see some top teams maybe find themselves. Hey, the fact that they managed to run through all the way to the grand finals for the lower finals, it just lays some precedence, the fact that this is not a team to be sneezing at. So, but in comparison to Brave Esports, they've come off pipe not warm against the likes of Domino's Pizza, which may be more than likely they predicted winners, seeing their performance in the last one versus Brave Esports. I'm more than likely going to see a possible win in Brave Esports' favor and might see a redemption arc for themselves, but they have to play a team that has a game advantage for the grand finals. But between these two, in my opinion, BMS have not been able to showcase what they've been able to do just yet. We just got the statistics, and that's about it. But otherwise, we've seen some physical proof from the likes of Brave Esports, and honestly, I'm just ready to get this game underway too.
And I can tell you this, and I can tell you here, Ground Zero, the players are itching to start as well. So you know what? We'll do a quick transition, ladies and gentlemen. We will get this series started. Of course, this is the lower finals between Brave Esports coming from uppers and BMS after getting swept in the upper bracket, looking to go on that redemption run to face the second seed and have the top 2 seeds compete in the grand finals. Or will Brave Esports be able to get themselves that revenge? Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. 1 best of 5 to decide it all. Brave Esports versus BMS.
Now it's Sheila flinging that ball away to the air. Kata Lee, the comp clip hitter for Team Freeze. A very mechanical man. She showcased the same alongside the likes of Marshy. So we've got a team filled with ultra super mechanical players. But just like the last time, you don't need mechanics if all you got is some consistent first touches, some great control, dribbles on the ground, and you're able to utilize chemistry between your teammates as well at the same time. And this is a team that might more than likely be able to do it as well. So meeting the match of the likes of Brave Esports as well. No quick breakaways, no quick favored goals. And it's going to be a simple moment of some very simple Rocket League here until we suddenly see an opening and Monkey Mo comes back in the nick of time to stop it. First minute, it's still 0-0. Even Stevens. And never mind, I spoke too soon. I cursed it. I'm genuinely cursed, man. I'm genuinely a curse, I swear.
Wow. Wow, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see some players on the side of BMS walk into the booth and just put some tape over your mouth there, Ground Zero, because they've conceded that first goal just as you were giving them their flowers. It was a great defense there, starting off from Monkey Mode, and it was unfortunate to bounce onto him. This time, he'll find himself on the offense straight off the kickoff, but Marshy able to make that save, and I feel like this is going to be a very different game dynamic-wise than what we saw in the upper finals. I feel like there's definitely more gaps to be exploited between these two teams for a Domino's Pizza side, which seemed impenetrable for the most part, except for, of course, that game 4 where things definitely started to open up for the Monkey Mode. Shot on target, save there from Khan Kadley. Getting to that ball first, Khan will leave this one controlled, and that's what you've been calling for, hasn't it? Trying to find those gaps, those moments where you can slow down the play, and then accelerating it once those opportunities arise and catching your opponents off guard. We haven't quite seen that yet so far, but you're starting to see the foundations getting built as both of these teams warm up into the series.
Yeah, solid opportunity. Might be going away for a possible shot. Oh, Kadel sniping away to the air. Beastie up for Marshy now. Sidewall tap, misses it. Beastie. Good control, flick downfield to Kata Lee, ready. And it seems that because they got so warmed up from the last game, they're just ready to pre-jump any shots that the opposite team, BMS, are ready to throw at them. Which makes sense. You're kind of afraid for giving the other side too much open field here to work with. And they're more than likely going to be able to use it. Monkey Mode so close. Good sidewall shot there, but sadly, easily kept away at a save here. Kadel. Quick reset. Once again, missing the opportunity, but Khan but get there fast before Beastie, but still in a headlock shot that Beastie eventually won as Sheila fends off Marshy before Marshy once again outpacing him down to the corner. It looks like a tight position here for the side of BMS as they haven't been able to make some headway nor some ground in the territory of the blue side. So, hey, Brave Esports doing a swell job, I have to say, but we might finally see a possible breaking and some cracks in the defense as time goes by, because it looks a bit shaky right now from the side of Brave Esports.
Yeah, they're showing that they are the team to beat. They are the team coming straight from the upper bracket, and so far that has been evident. Even being the first seed here, BMS, they're struggling at sometimes to try and break through them. Khan, low on boost, looking to make the most of what he's got, however. Kadley to follow on the right-hand side. Marshy will follow this one. Beastie has to keep it high. Sheila will take this one to the corner. Has Kadley waiting for them. Ball back in the middle. No blue cars. Ready to take advantage. And Monkey Mode just getting that one extra touch to break his way through. But that's an unfortunate 50-50. And Marshy sees through the chaos and is able to get that second goal. And it feels like everything BMS are trying right now, Brave Esports are just ready for the perfect counter.
Yep, they were prepared, and Marshy finally able to speak up and, lay some ground for a goal here as well. Last time it was just Han and Kata Lee taking the show. Finally some spotlight for the man himself here, because he's been a very, very instrumental player for his team, doing a lot of the necessary movements when it comes to blocking a lot of the shots. And Han not able to beat it this time, but Kata Lee takes it to the corner. Oh, low boost. Can he get that last final read here? It's not adequate enough, though, it seems, as Beastie takes away to the air. Marshy once again ready, coming back, sniping a 50, blocking the progressive shot. Once again, Sheila flick to the air, beat off a 50. Kata Lee to Khan, he finds it for the angle. And what? Where did it come from there after the second touch? I felt like we saw the last of him after that, but it seems he's able to redirect it. Fantastic double tap, and they take it a comfortable 3-0. Brave Esports looking strong in the first game.
What a finish. What a way to put the nail in the coffin in this first game. This is surely an opening win for Brave Esports, just like they were able to do in the upper bracket. Of course, that was a series that fell out of their favour once it reached those later stages. But for now, they have looked just boys versus men, to be completely honest with you. They've looked at a completely different level right now in this game. Fairly unstoppable at the best of times. They've closed down those defenses well. They quickly transitioned it to offense. The boost conservation has been, I think, levels apart from what we're seeing on the other side. And even when they are caught low, they just have those perfect BCD plans to keep themselves in power, in control, and they have been for the most part. Even when out of possession, the way they position is forcing out these less favourable plays from the players of BMS. And frankly, Ground Zero, if this series continues as it started, I can see it being a quick one.
Yeah, I can see it being a very, very solid performance. We've already seen what Brave Esports are capable of, and on paper, what BMS could do. But that doesn't mean that reality always matches what is shown on paper. Black and white ain't enough to show for it. Brave Esports have shown that they're capable of, taking down a very, very solid team, the likes of Dominos Pizza, filled with one of the best players in this tournament for this month. So Brave Esports, well, it's still not going to be an easy showing though, because it shows from their side, BMS were coming back slightly. They were prodding at the defense. They were taking snipes at it, but just not really critical enough, I feel, from the side of BMS to really, scare Brave Esports into making some very dire mistakes. They looked in control, and that's what made them look like a far more solid team, in my opinion, in comparison to BMS in the first game. But hey, it's a best of 5 for the lower bracket. You still got a lot of time. It's not over just yet. You can't really throw them away like use tissue for BMS. You still gotta let them cook. So I'm gonna give them time. I'm gonna have to see what they're doing, but they're gonna have to work on their defense more so often before they even try and up the level on the offense there.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see quite a lot of change coming into this game too, should there be any hope for BMS. We know they're a team that do have a high standard. There are some incredible players on this team. I say there are some, all 3 of them actually, extremely competitive. We know what they can bring to the table. We'll just see if that can unfold here in the lower finals. But they've got a big player on the other team to stop, and of course has been Calm, the super substitute who frankly has been on form today. But it was said from his teammate, of which he replaced, this isn't a peak, this is simply his standard, and he has been living up to it so far. But that's a really dodgy touch there, coming in defense, and early warning signs for BMS. More shots being thrown on from Brave Esports, who can smell that blood in the water. Beastie, though, looking to find that counter-attack. More boost on the side of Brave Esports, albeit the one with the least. Kadely will be the one to pick up possession. Khan up in field. Kadely looking for the bump. Shot not quite finding the target. And that was an opportunity which was very much in the favour of Brave Esports, with no real response. Just had to find that one on target. But Marshy looking to recover with a 50-50. But Sheila just being able to scrape back into defense. Very dodgy starts coming from the orange side, but I must say, Brave Esports offense not quite matching when it came to that final killer shot.
Yeah, it's been solid. We've seen some good moments between both sides, and we're finally seeing some good headway in the blue territory. It's been, quite unseen from the last game in comparison to what we're seeing now. So, hey, you know what? Good development. We're always here to compliment it. But monkey mode, down to the corner, past the Sheila, snipes it all the way for a perfect clear. Some good speed, not the angle necessary to really pound it to the back of the net here. Possible opening once again, monkey mode. Some good speed coming in and some good headway. They're finally making impressive. That is for sure from the side of BMS. But hey, you need something, it's called a goal if you really want to start winning, because you can't be remaining scoreless between both sides. There's always going to be a winner or a loser here. Sheila, there's some good mechanics. A flip reset touch, sadly lost another one there, and it's going to be a back of the drawing board from the side of BMS to see what they can cook up. Beastie, you can't really throw possession there away. You're giving too much headway here from the side of Brave Esports, who are really able to make that ball work itself to the bone. A good 50 to monkey mode, and it seems Marshy's able to fake him for a quick flick right over the head and control it for a further play. And sadly, will be a double between monkey mode. Open it. Wait! Oh no! It's tragic. No. That is absolutely tragic for Team BMS here. Kato Lee coming through the smoke like a hero and sniping the top right corner before he bounced off from a save from Monkey Ball and ended the back of the net. So 1-0 already, right on the halfway mark within the 5-minute regulation of this game here. And Team Brave Esports are once again in the lead.
Now we're looking for that front post overload there, BMS. Not expecting that ball would be able to fly over their heads, and frankly, Ground Zero, I really don't blame them. Hold on a minute though, Kadely coming off the ceiling, looking to find that second touch and double the lead, but Sheila able to make that save. But speaking about that goal before, it just ended up being the wrong plan. It was a very high risk, I would say medium reward play, and unfortunately they felt the risk brunt of it with that goal coming in from Brave Esports. But now in the response, it is monkey mode. He's found the target, but Kadely able to get a fantastic save. Sheila back to the corner, not letting this one fly back in field like it did before. Monkey mode is up. The dogfights here won by Brave Esports as they're looking to make that further progression in the final third. Sheila, though, it's a really good shadow defense there, able to keep that ball close and even saving a little bit in the tank there for the 50-50. Another one will come out for monkey mode. And that was a way more organised play and definitely the best we've seen so far from BMS in this series. If they can build off of that, this can be a very different direction.
It's looking like this game finally is cooking up something interesting here in the storyline, because you see BMS mode themselves now coming in. Monkey mode to the corner. Up versus Khan and a 50 that goes in favor for Sheila, who comes in fast from the ceiling and blocks off a possible shot here. BC. A psycho touch. Never mind. He sets himself over a flip reset play right over the head of Khan before he finally managed to get a front to touch to the ball and popped it away once again. Set it from Kato Lee, but monkey mode faster clears it down. They really are terrified of giving any headway here for this to the side of Brave Esports. And I want to give them any opportunities. That's a great play. Beastie, possible shot. Monkey mode blocked by Kato Lee. Very heroic save. And that pre-jump worked it well. To the corner once again, set up to Khan and a 50 from Sheila. Good pre-jump and a save, predicting it quite well. They're finally starting to meet their match here with the opposition. Khan though, scary positioning for themselves. You've seen how great they are and able to make it work. Good fake opportunity from Kato, but sadly just not well enough to really fake it away. Sheila was taking his time. The patience worked off well.
And it's monkey mode. Back on the counter, current score 1-1, and in these late stages, you start to think that next goal will be golden, but Khan able to get this ball off the back wall, 100 boost picked up. Surely he's going to go for something solo here. He's got that hit off the backboard. Beastie able to make that save as the ball approached low there in the goal. Sheila clear to the corner. Kadely and Khan waiting. Khan surely going to be that follow-up for this play. He's gone towards it, but Beastie able to get that touch first. Sheila off the wall, low boost, just has to flick that over, does find it behind Marshy there, and we're starting to see these sleeping giants wake up. Beastie, play off the back wall, the ball ends up on the corner after a touch there coming from Brave Esports. Marshy though, plenty of space in front of him, just wants to boom this one towards the waterfall. That's a bad touch coming from monkey mode, saved by Beastie. Plenty of boost from Khan. Sheila looking to shut that one down. And I think that BMS are going to feel very joyful to get this overtime, relieve the emotion felt by these three players. The next goal now guaranteed to be golden, as mentioned before. And it's going to be an important one here for BMS. They could fall to match point if Brave Esports are able to find the back of that orange net. Sheila looking to get that first goal in. Flip reset collected. Couldn't force it through. Khan on the counter. Monkey mode waiting deep to pick this one up and sweep it forward. Sheila having to abandon this one. Does force a heavy touch out of Marshy with his great control. And it's got the waiting in field. What a save! But Kadely isn't done yet here for Brave Esports. And early in the stages of this overtime, we're seeing action from both sides.
Oh, that was a close one. Could have been an open net, but saved away once again. Clipped off the corner of his own car. It's going to be Khan now. Going for a low blow flick. He was really trying to take it low here. Sadly, just his patience wasn't enough to fend off the defense, as they did manage to gather a save. Still a minute left. This is probably the only OT, and not only that, but the longest OT we've seen here observed within these two teams. Hey, there's a first for everything. There's Sir Pigpen. Right now, we're seeing some one-to-one great gameplay. This is the most even any two teams have been observed here, and it's Kato Lee. Good touch. Opportunity for the pass, and it's a save from Sheila.
a history as a comp clip hitter, and you could really see that in fashion with that one player unfortunately not being able to find the back of the net or to set up a teammate for one, and it was because of the great defense here coming from BMS. So they've been actually bumped off the back wall. Chances in field, Marshy shot saved from Beastie, allows BMS to hang on those extra couple of seconds. Monkey Mode ceiling pinch doesn't quite land as he wanted. Instead, it does fall to a blue car. Marshy, half a tank of boost remaining. Beastie getting that 50-50. Cadley will boom that one off. It's a whiff coming from Khan. The counter punch landing from Monkey Mode. Cadley has to bring this one wide, and Marshy has to make the most of this space. Khan thrown out the play there from his teammate. That was a really awkward position to be in, and they haven't quite been punished. They've recovered themselves well, but now it's Beastie on the counter. Khan with the save. Communication needs to be perfect at this front post. Khan will just go alone for now. Knows he's got a teammate waiting behind him to pick things up. That player being Marshy with the second touch. Cadley doesn't land, and now it's Sheila who's looking for the counter. One touch over the first player. Second touch unable to beat the second. Cadley and Marshy low boost, but still able to apply that pressure. Beastie brings it high. Khan already up for this one. He's been the player individually for Brave Esports who has been so strong. We are approaching the 3-minute mark of this overtime, and we are yet to see who's the favourable team.
It's an interesting set of circumstances here we're observing, and it's got me at the edge of my seat here right now, Stripping. I'm not gonna lie with you at all. And Monkey Mode, a backward flick into the ball. Beastie set up off the backboard there. Marshy with the blockage at the backboard himself as well. They're stopping everything they can. They're throwing the kitchen sink here, BMS, and they're still not able to break that defense just yet. Opportunity for a pass for Sheila. He takes it low. Shot from Beastie, blocked again. Up and in the air. Monkey Mode, this is the time. This is the way. And he sadly will be blocked once more. Beastie set for a shot. Han clearing it down. They finally got some boost to work with here, but Monkey Mode putting it right back in the danger zone, and boy are they afraid here. Team Brave Esports terrified of giving any headway as Sheila gets a setup for a flip reset. Khan taken away to Cadley, and Beastie now one more touchdown in the corner. That was one ball floating right overhead. Marshy bumped off the backboard. No boost for any single player here for the side of Brave Esports, but a fantastic flick for that doubles as a clear here for Team Brave will lend them a hand. It's a slow one. And this is a fast touch from Beastie right into the hands of Han, who takes it away up into the air, dodging the bump, and the demo flip reset, no boost. And in the midfield, a tussle occurs, and neither side really making any distance at all here, as it's still stuck in a stalemate. This is the second game I'm observing here, Sir Pig.
And it is incredible as well. After Brave Esports looked like they had all the play in the first game, it's hard to tell a difference between these two. In the second, it's been opportunity after opportunity. That one on target there, but saved by Sheila. And I must say, BMS, when the timer has started with a 4, they have been dominating the offense, but they've been able to hold on. Brave Esports, this one's so awkward. Low boost from the defense. That would have been an awful way for this overtime to end. I must say there, it's a slow roller. Marshy with the save to keep them in the game. That one is crucial. The regulation has been doubled as we are across 5 minutes here in overtime, and it's Monkey Mode on the counter-attack. Marshy has to get that touch perfect. He does. Khan's 50-50 lands as well. And now it's him on the counter. Cadley with the pre-jump, still maintaining that confidence here in the crunch time. Flip reset collected first, then the second. One to follow, but control there by Beastie. That is fantastic. Khan off the ceiling as well, unable to get this done. But Cadley back in field. Beastie with the save. And oh my goodness, just when you think it's over, they're able to hold on. The composure coming from the defenses of these two teams are simply unmatched. Marshy back up, coming off the ceiling. Beastie ready to relaunch that offense of his own. Cadley looking to shut it down. Demon's coming out. The net is open. Marshy with the goal. And he avoids a superstar. Ends the suffering of Brave Esports. Constant offense. A 5 minutes 52 seconds overtime was what it took here to take down Brave Esports and turn this best of 5 into a best of 3, just like the upper finals, but fill to the brim with excitement. Oh my goodness, Ground Zero, what a series we just observed.
That was one of the most greatest games, and Sheila at 1,000 points, carrying the team on his back. This man was fantastic, necessary everywhere on the field. He was in perfect positions. He was ready for anything that Brave Esports was ready to throw at him, and then at the same time, he is setting up his teammates Monkey Mode to finalize that beautiful OT. Hey, we talked about wanting OT, and boy, were we gifted one of the most perfect ones we could have ever requested here. This was a fantastic game, beautiful back and forth, and I honestly think at this point Shakespeare couldn't have written a better story with how well this has been played out between these two.
Absolutely. I mean, I can see the camera of us two when you guys can't see it, and I'll tell you, it was eyes, ears, mouth, and nose throughout the entire game, overtime, of course, included. It was so tight. It was squeaky bum time for the entirety of that overtime. Both teams looking like they had potential to lose that game. So many saves made on the goal line. I mean, Sheila getting MVP, not with an offensive performance there. The 2 goals actually went for the team that was, for the player that was sitting in third for their roster, Monkey Mode. Sheila just had those 9 saves to match. 9 whole saves in Fairground Zero. The fact that they had 9 shots to save in the first place just goes to show what an incredible game that one was. But we must reset. 0-0, 5 minutes left on the clock. No pluses. That counter will go down. Back to normal Rocket League. Let's take a breath, reset, and watch this best of 3 unfold.
Yep, now it's time to really see who stands up on top. Brave Esports, they've done it before. Can they do it again? I think they've really matched their match this tournament for this monthly as well, specifically because honestly, I think they wanted a challenge. They wanted someone who can show them up and give them something to fight for. It's Sheila with a fantastic passing play from Beastie. From the scene, he finds the open end and snipes the bottom left corner. Marshy just drove past that. Sadly coming in too fast, and it's now to be too slow to react to that shot. 1-0 BMS already in the lead.
Well, I think they heard me mention that they had no goals in the previous game, so got one out nice and quickly here in game 3. Khan doesn't get the touch on that ball, so Beastie awaits to clear this one out. 2 players on the side of Brave Esports committing in that side of the pitch. It means Khan has to do this wide rotate here to give himself some time to prepare for the Monkey Mode individual play. Kadali manages to beat 2 players. Sheila has to back out of that one because sees Khan is already committed up for that ball and will beat him surely seconds before they even get close to it. Sheila, though, great decisions here on the pitch so far. Monkey Mode is up. Marshy 50-50 will leave this ball coming off the corner. Khan wanting to find a player in field. Unfortunately, that player has been wiped off the face of the earth there by Sheila. It's a good defensive demo to come out, and I must say, that's something we have not seen all too often, is all of these demo plays. You get some series where it's extremely common. I don't think this has been the one for that so far, and it'll be interesting to see if either of those teams start to implement that as this does go on.
Some hasty mistakes from Brave Esports. They're kind of just going for first touches and immediately just kind of power driving the ball away from themselves. In comparison, Beastie, great first touch, and he continued on for an air dribble, scary time. And some, as you mentioned, some great bumps, I have to say, but I don't think it's going to be time, as you mentioned, for them to really utilize demos just yet. They are trying their best, though. It seems that they're trying to really open up a gap, but from the side of Brave Esports, it doesn't really seem one to do here, because you're already playing quite fantastic. The only problem you saw was just that moment in defense where you couldn't deal with the pressure. So hey, try and do maybe just some improved gameplay in the terms of rotation and not really giving a gap again once more, Kadali, and managing your resources and controlling your first touches. Monkey Mode once again off on the side wall, low boost, and speaking of using your boost a bit too fast there, Monkey Mode just absolutely slamming his boost tank empty there. Sheila, though, will have this one in the bag off the backboard, and it's half the time left within regulation here, Sir Ping, and we haven't seen a response from Brave Esports just yet. When in comparison, Monkey Mode just slamming the ball, hoping for a goal.
And as it stands, BMS could put themselves here on match point, and if that does happen, we could get a first seed, second seed final on the cards. Of course, Brave Esports, the storyline is, of course, lost to that team in the upper finals, Domino's Pizza, and they're looking to go on their revenge arc and get their rematch, but that has to start with a victory in this series, and I think this game, taking the victory is going to be paramount to reaching that success, getting yourself onto that match point situation first, I find is so vital. It makes the job so much easier. But Beastie looking for that 50-50, trying to secure himself this game 3. Demo's coming out. Monkey mode landing on Marshy. Beastie up for that one. Does beat the first play. Won't get the second touch. It was left to monkey mode. Not quite generating the power he wanted to finish that one off. But he'll get his second chance here. Off the wall. It's great control. But Khan positions himself perfectly to not allow himself to get dunked on. And this ball will go wide. But this offense still firmly in the grasp of BMS.
Yeah, they have a very, very tight control. They're ruling it with an iron fist, I have to say. This offense and defense from the side of BMS. So we might finally see a hole here in that very steel. It's not adamantium, it's not vibranium, it's just normal oxygenated steel here. It might just rust over at the same time. Oh, speaking of it being rusted, what even happened there to the defense of Brave Esports? A massive mistake. Sheila with no boost, and he's able to out him on a 50 and Khan messed up his half flip, too slow to react, and it's GG's 2-0. And it looks like the final nail in the coffin for BMS to, you know, move on to match point here, it seems, versus Brave Esports.
And that one really, really hurts to watch as a spectator. Khan was fantastic in the upper finals and has actually looked like one of the highest performing players on Brave Esports so far today, but he might get a sense of retribution here as he does collect an assist in field to Kadley with 34 seconds remaining. This game certainly isn't over yet, but they struggle to get that first goal. 34 seconds to get the second. They're going to have to give it absolutely everything.
Yeah, it's going to take, I think it's more than just the kitchen sink. I think I have to throw an atom bomb at this point here. It's nothing else seems to stick. What am I supposed to say? Brave Esports, looks like you met your match twice in a row here, though you've tried your best. But this might be a setup. Open the hand, we get a response. Kadley, okay. Calm your horses. It's still a stable game, and Khan with a fantastic setup with a 50 and setting up. And I believe there was a bump on Sheila. That's why he was so awkward as well. Great plays. And it was like they're up their level here from the side of Brave Esports to tie it up just in the nick of time. 20 seconds left here. You couldn't have come, well, better from them here.
It's what's so beautiful about Rocket League. 2-0 up. We thought game was over there for BMS, but Brave Esports able to make that comeback. 8 seconds remaining. Are we even going to see an overtime? Ball in field. It's a bit heavy. Kadley unable to catch that one. Now Khan looking to find his recoveries here. Does hit that ball, but it will hit the ground. And we will see another overtime. 2 overtimes in this series. 2 overtimes on stream today. This series has proven to be a classic, but Marshy straight on the counter will take it for Brave Esports. The comeback is complete. And they will be the team on match point looking to mark their revenge against Dominos.
We've seen it before, we'll see it again. It seems consistently. It will be Marshy, the man who does it again all the time, the one to clutch it up for Brave Esports. It looks like they will be the one to bypass Team BMS for a quick little snipe and taking the crown for match point. But we've seen it before. We've seen a match point happen last time, and it still managed to take it away all the way to game 5. So, hey, it wouldn't really come as a surprise for me if we see it happen once again. But BMS, unfortunate mistake. You come off a very strong OT in the previous one and suddenly use one of the quickest ones here in comparison to this one. What happened? You decreased your levels here. You know, where's the consistency?
I'm reading a crazy stat here, Ground Zero. In that game, it was 3 shots against 14. Those 3 shots were on the side of Brave Esports. They scored every single one. They all came in the final minutes and that overtime. And out of 14 shots, BMS were able to score 2. 6 were saved by Khan, 3 were saved by Marshy, and 1 was saved by Kadley. So they're getting these shots on target, but they are not finding their way through the goalkeepers. And Brave Esports, they're having the complete opposite. Not many shots, all of them seemingly beating the defense, and they'll take that victory. A very unusual scoreboard. I've not really seen quite anything like it, so it'll be interesting to see how these teams will readjust in these games, because I mean, how do you readjust after what was such an unusual one?
It does knock off your senses. It does take some time to come back, and I think getting it back is gonna take a while, especially for these people. Between these two teams, they're well experienced though, but with the pace that's been set between playing, back to back, very high and dominant and very high requiring games, it does, with the lack of fatigue here, lets that set in. They're all human. There ain't robots here. Oh, very shaky on the defense, but they managed to stop it. In the meantime, BMS still gonna be looking to take this game away in Utopia Coliseum. So we're seeing two gladiator teams fight it out here, but we haven't gotten a settled score just yet. Match point though, nonetheless, for Brave Esports, and it looks like they really want to finalize and nail down the hatchet and crown themselves winner of the lower bracket here in comparison versus BMS, who just want a chance to play in the grand finals against Team Domino's Pizza. First minute, it's been quite stale, just been a good back and forth, solid placement, and we've seen some shaky moments there, nonetheless, on the side of Brave Esports' defense. So hey, you know what, possible foreshadowing, who knows, but I'm gonna let this game play out and see what happens.
Absolutely, they've been too close to predict at this point. The second and third game, of course, going to overtimes of very differing magnitudes, it must be said, but still, it's undoubtable that these two teams can both put away games against each other, and I don't think that this series is quite decided yet. Match point isn't going to be enough. They've still got to get that final game in, and BMS are not going to make it easy. They're going to have to come up with something here, Brave Esports. That wasn't quite the plan with that infield pass, and the two players both committing for it. Marshy, however, looking to make something happen in the corner. Cadley, the big commit there, a heavy touch forced out of Beastie will allow Khan to get that first touch and the 50-50 to follow. Marshy beat into that ball. Awkward touch there from Monkey Mode makes it awful there for the defense of Brave Esports, but they weren't quite able to recover and find the target. So now it's Monkey Mode yet again having his second chance, has Beastie and Phil looking to get rid of that defender. Khan was waiting to clear it out, but ball back in possession of Sheila yet again off the back wall. Monkey Mode will commit, and Marshy blocked out yet again. Dogfights coming out between Cadley and BC. It is run by the orange player. BMS off the corner. Khan clears that one out, and it feels like they're throwing things at the wall and seeing what will stick so far from BMS. Nothing really been all too dangerous for the Brave Esports defense, despite all the pressure they faced.
Yeah, it's been interesting between these two teams. Still, we've managed to make it all the way to exactly halfway past the regulation time here, and it's been scary here. Oh my gosh, so close once again. Monkey Mode. He's been a clutch player. He's been the one to diamond in the last second when required. So taking out the trash at that moment, but not an opportunity too soon here. He's going to be going up to the air for the ceiling shot, hoping to look like Zen here. Sadly, just cannot mimic the exact same capabilities. In the hands of Khan, actually, he moves away to Kaylee. Did he disconnect his controller? Because it seems like that's exactly what happened there as he froze up. This man froze up there at the most crucial of time to keep the ball close to him. Very awkward. Nonetheless, though, the game will continue. They got to break a leg here as Marshy versus Monkey Mode in the corner. Khan hoping to stop him now. He's back. No more frozen man here, as he's still gonna go. I've heard of ice in the veins, but I ain't never heard of someone freezing in prime time here.
I must say, it has been a series which has kind of stood still for the last 3 minutes 30 seconds. I mean, this fourth game that felt like there really hasn't been all that much fire. There've definitely been opportunities which have opened themselves up, but nothing all too threatening. This counter-attack could be, but Monkey Mode able to get that 50-50 back to these safe corners, and I feel like these corners have really been where most of the game has been played. Of course, if you're on the offensive side, you want that ball to be as central as possible, which is why Khan will try to place it there, but once you get into these positions where the ball sits now, it's just going to be 50-50 after 50-50 after 50-50, and not many are going to break dangerously, which is why Kaylee has had to work so hard, and that one just dribbles out. It's so awkward for them, but now more in their element with plenty of space and boost of attack, still unable to break through. Big counter. Khan has to read this one perfectly, as he does. And it's final 40 seconds, yet again ground zero, and I feel like this is going to be a one-goal decider, but we saw how much Brave Esports were able to open themselves up in the dying seconds in the previous game.
Yeah, it's a scary moment though. Monkey Mode with great 50-50. Marshy jumping up early. He knew he had to block an imminent shot that was coming in from Beastie there. A demo coming in, low boost, and they're suffering from a lack of resources. Marshy will be able to take it away slightly here before being outpaced by Beastie. Into the corner more with Kata Lee having some action with the ball, hoping to dribble it away, but Monkey Mode faster up into the air. Marshy fakes out one. Oh, he's being smart with possession of the ball. He wants to see that timer cut itself down to OT once again. They want to be able to survive the fight once more in OT. Will it happen? Who knows? But they've got a lot of time to do it until golden goal strikes. I'm going to see who stands up on top with the crown at the end to finalize the winner for the lower bracket itself. It's been a very, very interesting, well-developed game between both of these teams, but there can only truly be one winner. Though I really do prefer seeing both sides win it tonight.
Oh, Brave Esports, 1 goal away from that grand final spot. Khan had a demo approaching him. He was able to avoid it and get possession of the ball. This boom forward, however, will just fall on an orange car. Sheila has proven their worth in the previous games here, looking to lock things down in overtime. Monkey Mode shot was going towards that backboard. It would have been a dangerous bounce, so Khan does get that crucial touch. Monkey Mode is on the back foot. Can't shoot initially, plays the pass instead, but they found the angle, Beastie. And it's another quick overtime, but this time on the favour of BMS. And now again, ground zero, we will find ourselves on Champions Field, just like the upper finals. And Brave Esports' record hasn't been fantastic. The reigning champions need to fight for their spot in the grand finals in the lower bracket, in the most tense of situations.
Just when you think you finally get them figured out, something always surprises you, and it remains very true here for these two teams. It's been very, very close, but at the same time, you couldn't be more further from a possible predicted result. How well has this game been played, where you see 3-3, 2 shots, and everyone, and from the side of Brave Esports, just absolutely nothing, though they tried their best. Last time it was 2-1, and they managed to score every goal that they shot at, and now this time, just absolutely nothing. BMS, though, well, they tried throwing the kitchen sink, it looks like something's stuck here. BC, great play, well positioned for a pass from his teammate, and an open there. Marshy was kind of stuck to the top of his post there. I feel like that's why he kind of couldn't move away fast enough to save that shot and couldn't react in time. So just very unfortunate luck here. And you know, Lady Luck does sometimes punish you if you abuse it here. Brave Esports have been wearing themselves thin to the mark, and it feels like due to the lack of resources, where you know the likes of Sheila and Monkey Moon have been reducing their time even in their own half, and just staying predominantly in the blue side has caused some problems for Brave Esports. So we're gonna have to see, can they react well to that in the grand finals, because this is the last opportunity they have. It's go big or go home, because this is your last game here to settle the score. It's Champions Field to crown the king. And we're gonna have to see who will it be, BMS or Brave Esports.
5 minutes to decide it all. We have kickoff. Khan versus Sheila. Demo's coming out early. Beastie landing one on Kaylee. Respawn now, that 3v2. Already back to a 3v3 here. Sheila with the 50-50. Beastie, plenty of space on that right wall, but almost uses it as a dummy. Try and fake that first play. Flip reset collected. It's off the back wall. Khan able to get that clearance out, and Kaylee does pick things up. It's fireworks here out the gate on Champions Field, and these two teams ready to commit everything. Monkey Mode with a fantastic aerial demo to throw players out. Marshy will lay this one out to Kaylee. Sheila has to get that touch to the back wall. I thought that dunk was going to be landed. It's Monkey Mode, plenty of space. Off the ceiling, couldn't quite land that flip reset, instead bouncing away from the ball and out of control. And Brave Esports are able to buy themselves some time, get a bit of ground, find themselves back forward. And I must say, these opening minutes have been, well, much more fire than we saw in the opening of Game 4.
Yeah, it's been interesting to watch how well this has progressed here. Now you know what's what is required of you. It forces the players to do some more interesting things, and I love the developments as they do go by. But the first minute, as always, as last game, goes to show that these two teams are taking it that much more serious now that they know what is at stake. And, well, I think that's always been in the back of their head, but it's been more predominant now with the last game on hand. And Khan with the 50 against Sheila. Marshy, no boost, so he's going to leave it to Kata Lee. Try to set himself up with a freestyle shot here, but seems like he will be stopped as Khan with Beastie in the corner. Some very tight positioning. They really need to work on the rotation if they're all doing ball side rotation from the side of Brave Esports. Time to start doing some replay analysis, because if these mistakes do occur one more time, it's gonna be game over. No, misses the freeze, double tap, and Beastie with the save. It's Khan, Sheila popping it up, outpaced, but beaten by Marshy, but the ball's still in possession and in its presence of the blue side. Beastie with a shot. Billy able to save it away once more. Khan downfield, flip reset, blocked by Sheila. One more touch to Beastie. Marshy there to stop him. Double command from Monkey Mode, and Sheila will be able to get the goal. What even happened there? How did Sheila get the shot? I do not know, but that was an insane play. A pitch between these two goats, and it's game over on the exact halfway mark of the final here. We've seen a fantastic team pinched to finalize the first goal.
And Brave Esports, they had it in their hands there, dare I say.
Oh, wait.
Double tap, Sheila with the save there in the final second. Oh my goodness, just that ball was on the goal line. They kept it tight, but like I was saying before, Brave Esports, they had it. It was an open double tap. It wasn't on target. Another shot fired. It was a fantastic save from the BMS defender. And to be hit straight in the counter just like that, we know how every single goal has mattered in this series. And Monkey Mode has managed to get a second off those ones, which have been invaluable in this series compared to many others. We've seen overtime's been forced. We've seen all these games decided by one goal, but this 2-goal difference puts BMS in a very, very advantageous position, more relative to any other series we're probably going to watch today. Monkey Mode back up here, flip reset collected, tries to get the second, but the 50s come out against the Brave Esports player. Khan looking for the demo, and the boost grab unfortunately lands neither. So now BMS have plenty of space, plenty of time to clear this one out, but one infield pass breaks its way through, and Khan manages to bring this game just that bit closer. And a 1-goal difference with 2 minutes remaining. We've seen it all before. We've seen it happen in the final minute. Do not count this team out.
Ooh, that is interesting here. So, shall we see as we go up to the air? Khan outpaced, beaten once again. Kata Lee looks like he's going for a cycle rather than a double tap pass. Marshy, no! First time demo to be going for here, and Beastie finds an opening after one of the most god-awful mistakes that could have happened. I genuinely think that was on purpose from Monkey Mode to sacrifice himself on the demo. Saw Marshy was moving forward, and he absolutely slapped Marshy away for an open at Beastie. That may have just been the final nail in the coffin versus Brave Esports. BMS looking like they might just be winning this game away, trying their best, Brave Esports, but just liquid courage was just not enough, it seems, tonight.
Yeah, he bit the forbidden fruit there, saw a player waiting to be demoed, but I think even if that insane recoil from the collision didn't happen, I think he was out of position straight up ground zero. I don't think he was going to get back in time for that, and BMS did really well to punish there, and I must say, if that was part of the plans of Monkey Mode to try and sacrifice himself, then what a play. But in the final minute, 2 goals difference. We've seen Brave Esports come back from that before in a game which, I'll admit, they were playing a bit worse than they started off this one. This is definitely a better performing Brave side. Saves coming out from Beastie. It wasn't the most threatening of shots, but how they recover off the back of it after whittling down some of that boost is what's paramount. Another infield pass is found here. Khan, though, unable to really put it down the centre, is forced to go out wide to those other corners. Marshy, ball up, but Kadley low on boost and a bit too high to catch this one for another shot in net. Instead tries to go for the drop down pass. Marshy on target. Monkey Mode just sat on net there. Incredible just control and calms to keep himself in position, maintain his flip, and get this one out. But now counterattacks follow, and Marshy, after allowing his teammate to try and go for the demo, has reduced this one down to 1, and now 17 seconds differentiate a potential overtime or BMS landing a first seed versus second grand finals.
That would be an interesting result, but even more interesting would be a possible redemption arc coming in from Brave Esports. Open net, flip reset, no one in defense but Beastie taking his time in the corner. Han hoping to set it up. Last 10 seconds are inbound here. We haven't really seen any hope really riding except for that 1 goal scored now. Beastie controlling the time, hoping to see the seconds bite down, and it's game over. Ball floating in the midfield, and it's GG's, game over. Brave Esports tried their best, but it just wasn't enough tonight, as it will be your winners, BMS, coming in all the way from a lower bracket final run to face off versus Domino's Pizza in the grand finals for a best of 7 gameplay to finalize and crown the champion of this monthly for Redirect GG.
That one was an absolute nail biter. So back and forth between these two teams. 1 goal differences and a game that got pushed to, I believe it was 3 overtimes and going to Champions Field. It doesn't get much closer than that when it comes to a lower final, but any of these two teams I think are going to give us a good show in the grand finals. This time it will of course be BMS to take on Domino's Pizza for a first seed versus second seed showdown. We saw an excellent series in the upper finals. We saw an excellent series in the lower finals, and our grand finals is of course building up to be an absolute classic. I'm so excited to be able to share that series alongside you, of course, Ground Zero, and with you guys in chat as well. We will be back after a very short break, ladies and gentlemen. This was Brave Esports versus BMS. We will be back for the grand finals.
Should heal, but it's been too long. Couple months where I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to move on. I can't seem
Just dropping down, we step aside. I run away with you to see some light. When that's just dropping down, we step aside. Smoke is scanning to the sky. You can't believe your senses. You think you've seen it all until you open your eyes. I never wanna be alone. This place is cursed. I want you to never leave my side. When that's just dropping down, we step aside. The world we used to know is burning down. We're always strong enough to build our own. We've been running for ages to search some light. I want you, I know we both escape to lose the ground. We've been running for ages to search some light. We can feel it, we're there, after running for nights. We feel so when ashes dropping down to build our own.
Are you only passing through, or are you gonna love me? Are you only passing through, or are you gonna love me? Are you only passing through,
Incoming message.
I feel the love I've never felt before. I'm fired up now. Conceal the words I've never said before. I'll say them out loud. Everyone love everyone. You can turn it off, no. Anyone enters the gun. We close our eyes and let it go.
only passing through, or are you gonna love
We
me?
close our eyes and let it go.
Are you only passing through, or are you gonna love
We close
me?
our eyes and let it go. I don't wanna be anywhere but here with you. Future memories we can carry on. The truth I found you.
Incoming message.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the grand finals of tonight's monthly. So it's been a long time coming. We knew it would have been more than likely possible. We wanted to see an upset. We wanted to see a redemption arc. But sadly, Brave Esports will be the team to knock down. They tried their best, don't get me wrong, but sadly, just not the strongest track record when it comes to winning this one here. Because it's going to be a story of the first seed versus the second seed. It's BMS versus Domino's Pizza. And both of these teams are raring to go. Just some slight issues, as we can see from tech side, is one of the players has managed to sadly disconnect some power issues. So we got time until then. So let's talk about these two teams and let's talk about how far they've come here, Sir Pegasus.
Well, script writers certainly got lazy with Seed 1 versus Seed 2, but I must say it hasn't been an easy road for this first seed. They've actually had to come all the way from the losers round 5 after facing an early defeat in the upper round 3 versus NSB in the fashion of a sweep. So it's definitely not been an easy road for them. They've been on this final life for quite some time now, and now as a result of it, their seat in the grand final has them start one game behind. But then if you look on the other side, of course, at Domino's Pizza, it is an incredible roster. They've had an incredible run to match. They have dropped a few games in the early stages. They dropped one to the 7th seed, one to the 3rd, and of course 2 to Brave Esports in the upper finals. But now they have that advantage. They are going to face that BMS side, and they have been on fire. But you see, it's that age-old conversation we have about these kinds of brackets. The whole idea of stamina theory versus just, being on an absolute roll and keeping yourselves warmed up. BMS definitely having that in their favour after playing plenty of series today, and Domino's Pizza maybe having the stamina after not having to play as many series, but they've had to wait quite a bit of time between the upper finals and this one.
Yep, it's some time to get your heads around, give your thumbs and wrists and basically your whole hand a big rest here, especially because the game we saw from Brave Esports wasn't an easy one for BMS to overtake, especially since they come in a long time for a lower bracket run as well at the same time. So I would have to say, as you mentioned, fatigue, it definitely does set in a little bit in late, but the other side, in comparison, Domino's Pizza, they've just been ready. They've been chilling. They got a long distance to cover, but it's been okay. They got a lot of time to work with, so they're going to see. And especially since they've been able to be allowed the opportunity to watch BMS and how they play. So they more than likely have some counterattacks, they know some specialties, and they more than likely are prepared to take the game to the likes of BMS, and especially that also sweet game advantage just adds in a nice little extra layer of finality to the game in a sense, unless BMS managed to shock us in the same time in the first game here in Manfield Night. So it's a lot of what ifs, but I'm not a person who likes to just sit around there. I like definitive solutions here. Cool. And more than likely it's going to be from the side of team Domino's Pizza, just like Pizza Hut, you can't out-domino the pizza here in this case, and they've been, they showcase it's not going to be an easy run for BMS, especially if they struggled last time with Brave Esports, a team that otherwise, Domino's Pizza were able to comfortably win against. It's not going to be an easy time for BMS at all, especially if Beastie's going to be having some more of these, game issues here at the same time.
I mean, that definitely makes the game hard, but of course we can throw in our predictions here, Ground Zero, and so can everyone at home, because the Redirect stream is now an affiliate. We now have channeled points, we now have predictions. You can gamble all your points to put in your predictions. Beastie has joined the game, Sheila has rejoined the game as well. We do have 6 players waiting to get this grand final started, ladies and gentlemen. The wait is finally over. A weighted best of 7 in the favor of Domino's Pizza. Seed 1 versus Seed 2. A huge redirect prize pool on the line here, ladies and gentlemen. Let the grand finals begin. We have kickoff.
Yeah, kickoff right underway, and it's a strong one right off the bat. Monkey Mo with a flip reset. Thuber up immediately, hoping to block it before he can move past forward, not allowing to get in more ground than required. Here's Thuber to Nim, ready off the side, well prepared for a touch from the ceiling. Can't outpace Sheila, but there might be a shot. Thuber hitting that a bit wide. Might have lost a very good opportunity that was born from a very rough start, but Thuber and Domino's Pizza not letting the opportunity to go to waste. We'll keep up the pressure in the orange side and get the goal right off the bat in the first 20 seconds here of this game here. Great start.
And well, you want to talk about rough starts there, BMS certainly feeling that. It was a 50-50, which landed out the favour of that first defender. And Domino's Pizza, they've proved in that upper finals live on stream that if you make one mistake, they are going to punish it. They've got so many tricks to show here, and it doesn't really matter what situation they find themselves in. They're able to fight their way through. Charlie B on the back wall, bumped away by Beastie. Thuber will follow this one up, and it's going to be Sheila chasing. A first touch isn't going to land perfectly, so Thuber will try and compete his way through in that front corner. It is looking a bit tight. Nim chases it back. Charlie B forward. Beastie in the corner. It's been A little bit of a standstill at the moment as both teams seemingly just hitting the ball back and forth, but an opportunity opened up for Sheila. Save has been made. Demo's on the pitch. Monkey mode. Landing one on Nim. A counter-attack coming from Fuba. The gap closed there by Sheila, and we do remain at a 1-0. Chances have been thrown, but really haven't seen all that much here.
Nope, not at all. Oh, opportunity. Once more, slamming it down. Nim with control, hoping to find Thuber. Actually, he was going flip reset. The power on that one was incredible. Shocked me too. But it's just slams the backboard. Opportunity still way here for Beastie to Sheila. Double tap opportunity. Is it wasted? And it's not. Oh, never mind. Thuber coming in the nick of time for a save like that. That was very, very rough, but it does its purpose in hindering team BMS from getting a goal here, and they still haven't been able to make any headway other than just that one goal opportunity. Beastie to the backboard, Monkey Mode with a shot, Nim with a save, redirects it off the post and off of himself once again. Back to back, great saves coming in from the great Nimmer himself here. Nim off the backboard once more, great save to Charlie. Charlie, opportunity to Thuber, Sheila with a save, punts it off his own backboard, and the ball is just floating all around, just going nowhere near the net.
And Beastie looking to get this ball out to defense. It was a scary opportunity, and it will continue as Charlie B does find the gap after that awkward first touch. Monkey Mode not getting the connection he wanted. Beastie completely flying across the ball. Sheila, how are they supposed to expect that whatsoever? Charlie B, though, it's going to be nice and open for him to take that second goal. I think it's going to be one of the easiest ones he will collect in this series. He's got very tough opponents still to face here, but this has been just the perfect start. Nim with an easy back wall read straight off the kickoff. Leaves Domino Pizza with a flying start potential here for them to go 2-0 up in series score, and it makes that chase from BMS just that much tougher.
It's an interesting set of games here. As we can see, Sheila up into the air, outpacing quite nicely of the whole team. Domino's Pizza weren't able to react to that, but Thuber will be slamming it away for Beastie in the corner, letting it alone too fast it seems. But Monkey Mode there to lend a hand to his teammate. Thuber still in the midfield, but comfortable save by the great Nimmer as he throws it down to the corner. Nim to Thuber, Thuber back, hoping to find Charlie there this time. A bit awkward off the side wall. It seems they're finally getting caught off a guard with some maneuvering here, but there's an opportunity and it's an open net that Sheila does pound in the back of the net there. Great shot and a very, very good play here. Monkey Mode really pushing Thuber and Nim back and forth here, hoping to push them into a possible fake, and it worked perfectly with that great control of flip reset up to the ceiling and down right below the hands of Sheila himself.
You saw that slight double commit on the back wall there coming from Domino's Pizza as well, which allowed that open net to be taken. Hold on a minute. Charlie B with a ceiling pinch. Wanted to get the double, couldn't quite land it. So now it's Nim playing the ball off the corner. All surfaces utilized here by Domino's Pizza, but BMS looking to keep it simple. Monkey Mode's ground pinch, not quite breaking the lines of his defense. And look, I already seen Nim up for that one. Charlie B can't quite connect for passes. Another double commit coming from BMS allows Nim to get a touch of this ball. It's a little bit of low boost for the front man on that BMS side. So now they're going to just buy their time, pick up some corner boost, pick up some pads, prepare themselves for the counter-attack, which Sheila is looking to launch. Ball off the back wall from Monkey Mode. Shots on target, 2 shots on target. Double save from Fuba. Allows this 2-goal difference to remain. They're trying to stretch it to 3, but BMS have done well to hold on.
Yeah. Monkey Mode touchdown to the corner. Opportunity. Nim slowed it down himself. Charlie slamming it at the back. We're hoping to force them to utilize their boosters. Just get awkward here. It seems Thuber gets a second touch. One more ready for the shot. It's Charlie B. Nim just floating in the danger zone here, and no one really able to make headway for a goal. 3-1. 37 seconds left, and his Monkey Mode slamming it down into the blue half here as Nim controls it. Beastie with the ball in hand. Sheila, can he make something happen with the ball? But before that, is his teammate Monkey Mode stealing the boost before he can. Charlie B. Opportunity for a redirect, but Thuber no boost really can't really making a headway of that opportunity. Down once again with Beastie in the corner, 50 with Thuber. Nim off the side wall, hoping to set up his teammates. Gonna be Sheila at the opposition first to the ball. Sheila to Monkey Mode, right to the corner. Charlie B just sniping the ball away, and Thuber with the save here. It seems Domino's Pizza will reign strong with the first game, I say in quotation marks, because now they've made use of their game advantage, and now they've got 2-0 in hand versus BMS. So with this best of 7, they only need 2 more games here, Sir Pegasus.
And that weighted best of 7, if you lose that first game against the team coming from the upper bracket, you can see how quickly things can fall out of your favor. Having to win 2 in a row just to get yourselves equal is a really tough position to be in here for BMS, and Domino's Pizza not really letting them have anything. We saw that late save coming from Fuba to disallow BMS to get that consolation goal. This is a team that likes to play brutal. They won't let you have anything. They will strip away any signs of hope which you want to inflict upon them. And well, one more game win here, Ground Zero, and Domino's Pizza already put themselves on Champions Point. I feel like this second played game, third game if we want to include the weight as well, is going to be vital.
Yep, it's going to require a lot more from BMS. Like we said, it was a rough game for them, even against the likes of Brave Esports. So, well, what really can you do? You've got to bring your A game here. You can't be letting the likes of Domino's Pizza have any space. Be in their face, consistently aim for the 50s, deplete them of their resources is probably one of the only best strats they have. So they're kind of still stuck in a very deep hole here. It seems bottomless against the likes of the opponents that you're facing is Domino's Pizza here. So very scary times, and we're gonna have to see when this next game starts. Oh my god, never mind. It seems that we're gonna be able to accidentally make headway here, but the players managed to spawn in at the last second.
Oh my goodness.
So very rough kickoff start here between both sides.
Yeah, definitely a panicky beginning, and Domino's Pizza are the defensive team as well as it follows. So that's a very easy situation to start yourself with in the second game. Of course, they do have the lead in that series score, the doubled one as it stands. Sheila looking to clear this one out of defense. Charlie B able to land that 50-50 and the second touch as well, despite Monkey Mode lurking in the perfect position. Fuba will bring this one to the wall. Monkey Mode not quite getting the touch. This allows a low boost Sheila just to throw something forward and see if anything sticks. Beastie waiting at that front post with the 50-50. Fuba's ball wide will surely concede that ball away here to BMS, but big commits there coming from the Domino's Pizza defense allows them to press really high here and keep BMS locked into their half all the time being. And this is something that they did so well in the upper finals, wasn't it, Ground Zero? How they could have all that control despite not even having that ball in possession, and it was just by pinning teams to their half, making themselves just pass the ball around and commit their boost to plays which wasn't actually progressing themselves much in the offensive side of things.
It's been interesting to see how well this game goes by. Oh, dearie me,
Oh, no.
Charlie B. With a fantastic opening from Thuber, sniping his teammate fine again. Monkey Mode so close, but just not enough boost to really close down the distance to save the shot. But sadly, tragedy will strike, and it'll be the first minute just passing us by, and we already see a goal coming in from the side of team. Oh no, wait.
Oh,
Well,
never mind, I guess.
Development. Yeah, I guess. Well, yeah. A bit too early to celebrate here from the side of team, both sides here, especially from the likes of team Domino's Pizza. Thought it was game over. You know, we got the first goal, it's okay. And then all of a sudden, kickoff comes in, and Monkey was slamming that ball straight away for a tie, 1-1. Only took him 2 seconds.
And I must say, when we watched that back in the replay, it was a kind of a blink and I missed it moment initially there. Beastie actually had a really, really good kickoff, was able to force his way through not only the first man contesting with him, but also the second as well. And he's just gone forward to put BMS in the lead after facing early defeat in this game. Sheila with the flip reset pass had Beastie already lurking for it. It is a fluid gameplay, amazing chemistry, and flawless communication between these two players. And BMS go from 1 goal behind to straight in the lead. And that is how quickly a game of Rocket League can change.
Yep, that's what makes this game so high and fast-paced, that it requires your ever so amazing amount of dedication and determination alongside your attention here, because 2-1, 3 minutes still on hand, and this game could still change at any given moment once again, probably in favor for Domino's Pizza as the pass comes in. Nimmer with a great redirect, but just slamming at the backboard. No boost for Thuber, and he tried his best, but sadly not going to be enough to really close down the distance for a possible shot. So an opportunity lost once more, but Nim going to keep it control in the midfield as Beastie misses the ball up into the air. Thuber reading the fact that Sheila's hoping to push this one down low. Charlie can't make it there to the ball first before Monkey Mode does, as Nim Fantastic setup. Charlie B missing it. It suddenly seems that the level from Domino's Pizza went down the second the other side were able to at least take the lead by 1 goal. So let's see if they're just biding their time and hoping to maybe adapt to this new side or new opportunities really from the side of Team BMS. As a possible shot. Oh my god, monkey mode. Great play, great play. Fantastic play, developments here coming from the side of BMS. And Beastie's pass and play was beautiful to see.
And verticality is just further utilized as the years do go on, and that ceiling has become more of a factor in recent seasons. And you see that he didn't put the ball behind him to get it forward, just get it straight up and it will drop down perfectly for your teammates. An ingenious play, great use of your surroundings. And in terms of BMS's offense, when it rains it pours, and Domino's Pizzas haven't really been able to keep up with it once that train has started to get rolling here. They're going to have to get some counter-attack goals here in these final 2 minutes. Otherwise, they will end up falling their first game here in the grand finals. Let me remind you of that, ladies and gentlemen. This is the finals of the Redirect Monthly, the 16th installation. There is £100 worth of prize pool waiting to be split as a result of this series. And so far, we're seeing some nice passing play between Nim and Charlie B. Charlie B looking for that extra touch through with the last player to get involved. Doesn't quite connect to the ball, but gets a player instead. Monkey mode on the counter shot. Not really going to contest Nim all that much. Charlie B off the ceiling. Manages to soften the touches here off that 50-50. Monkey mode. Back in field, double commits coming from Domino's Pizza, and a miss from Charlie B allows BMS to just bring all their players forward now. Flip reset from Sheila doesn't cause all that many issues. Another double commit coming from the defense of Domino's Pizza. They've been able to recover themselves well, but those are going to be mistakes they're going to have to iron out. Otherwise, they're going to fall further behind. Sheila making it 4, and game 3 seems decided.
It's all over. It's genuinely the final nail in the coffin here for this game. For a bit in Temple, well, it seems that Team BMS have forbidden Domino's Pizza from gaining a win in this one. They did not want to give them an easy one, that's for sure. Took the game to them this time, and we've seen some fantastic plays here from this team. This tonight, BMS really showing that, they're not a team just laugh at or sneeze at. They're going to bring the game no matter what. They're going to try their best, and their efforts finally bearing some fruit, and they're ripe for the picking as Nim sets up a pass. The Thuber shot in. Oh, that's a solid play. 2-4 though. 32 seconds left. I don't know how. I'm not gonna put all my eggs into one basket just yet. But hey, who knows? We might see something happening if 2 kickoffs go in favor for Domino's Pizza. We might just T. But with the luck we've seen tonight, it might seem impossible. But hey, it's Domino's Pizza. Anything can happen.
Of course, we saw it happen in the lower finals on the side of Brave. Unfortunately, they are not present here in the grand finals. Fuba had to get their goal in, and I think that's the moment there, ground zero. If we had any hopes of the comeback, I think that was the pick that broke the camel's back. They had the opportunity to make it 4-3, and then who knows what happens with the kickoff. And now 10 seconds left on the clock, a 2-goal difference on the side of BMS. They will take their first victory in this grand finals, and we truly have a series at hand between 2 very, very capable teams. Domino's Pizza versus BMS, 2-1 in the favor of Domino's Pizza, but a momentum shifting to the other side.
Yeah, BMS bringing this game back in hand, saying, wait, we still are in this game. We're not here to give it easily over to Domino's Pizza. Who do you think we are? And I really do love the pace they set here. They gave themselves some time to work with a lot of what they have, and that the capabilities are, like we said, nothing to sneeze at. So individually, Beastie, Monkey Moon, and Sheila, they took their time. Sheila in defense worked quite well. I think he was a cornerstone and really trying to play something similar to what Domino's Pizza did last time, where they played a very strong third man. And from the side over here, we've seen a Beastie and Monkey Mode really trying their best to push forward and get a lot of these goals. Where Monkey Mode himself got 5-5 shots, like with Sheila at the same time. So they've been playing quite well. Great plays. Honestly, probably a much better game where it didn't feel like a one-sided beatdown, really.
And we mustn't forget here, even though BMS are the challengers coming from the lower bracket, they're still the first seed. Domino's Pizza are still the second seed. These are still on paper hyped up to be the two best teams in the tournament. So of course BMS are able to compete. Of course BMS aren't just going to roll over and let Domino's Pizza run over them here and give away that extra £40 they will gain should they go on to win this grand finals, because of course it is £30 guaranteed for second place. They're going to keep that fight going, and I expect that to continue here in Game 4. Expect it to be back and forth. Expect to see action from both sides. Expect to see the odd mistake. This is a high-tense situation. These are two very, very tough teams, and both of which have to see each other wearing the opposite colours on the opposing side. And we know what factors that can have, even to players so experienced as these six.
Yep, it's going to be an interesting sight to see, that's for sure, as the time does tick by once more. 2 games still needed, but it's a long road ahead that the other side do have to travel. Charlie B with one of the most filthiest double tap angles we've seen in this tournament. Hand that to the highlight reel, up to the top, slams that one right overhead of the last man in defense. Beastie just watching that one go right behind him. Great goal. And in the first 30 seconds of this game, you couldn't have started off better here, Charlie B himself.
Well, we'll certainly see that in the post-series highlights, but that is what he does. I can imagine he didn't even clip it. He does it series in, series out. We saw it in the upper finals with that incredible ceiling shot. Who's to say he can't score a double tap like that either when all the pressure is on him? Within the first minute, first blow already been thrown, and BMS have to respond, and they're looking to straight away here. 50-50s though, won by Nim. That second touch not looking too favourable. Monkey Mode has to follow. Beastie looking for a double tap of his own just to set up a teammate Sheila, who was lurking. Fuba does well to maintain signs of possession, kept this ball close, and actually forced its way all the way into the opposing third. Charlie B's touch looking to lay off a teammate. It's not the greatest one. I know he's left with a tough job to do, but he just makes it look so easy. Finds his teammate, shot comes off, and Domino's Pizza are on fire right now. Jalapenos and chorizo added. There's a little bit of spice to this team now.
Oh yeah, it's extra spicy, and I like it how it's feeling. Oh my god, great passing play and a shot there, Beastie. Last time he's finally got his revenge here as of this moment for a shot, and it's actually coming in from the opponent. Charlie B himself lending a hand to the opponents. That's one of the most oddest plays I've seen. But hey, sometimes you feel like playing for the opposite side. Mafia,
Hey, it happens,
you know.
it happens.
It's just you like to see it happen every now and then with a mistake like this. And you said it yourself, Sir Pig, calling back to it. You said a mistake's gonna happen. Well, there's one big one happening there, and it suddenly seems like we're playing ping pong over here, because hard shots upon hard shots. That's some of the best first touches I've seen, but they're so out of field here. Nim, touch for a shot. Charlie B, so close for a double tap himself alone, but was not able to really close on the distance. And Monkey Mo just taking his time with the ball here. Charlie, that's a great play. He is lethal with those touches, consistently outclassing. The cut was beautiful coming in from Charlie. Just sadly not the best dribble to finalize a goal here. We still got 2 minutes 30 seconds left here of this game before a winner can be, really ordained. Oh, good opportunity once more, but sadly just still lost to the throws of more and more as we see time goes by. Flip reset shot easily brought away by the hands of Nim himself to Thuber as it goes overhead of 3 players and right into the hands of Nim once again for a shot. Sheila with a great save, pushing to the corner, hoping to make use of it, but sadly Charlie B faster the ball. Oh, that would have been a really, really ruthless angle here, but sadly just not able to make a headway of it once more. 1-1, still the game tied as it remains for the past couple of minutes.
I'm left concerned by one thing from both teams. I feel like so far Domino's Pizza definitely have left themselves susceptible to the counter-attack, albeit BMS, when they are facing all that pressure from these front three. They love to play so high. Oh my goodness. That was going to be a huge mistake coming from the side of Domino's Pizza, but they were able to keep it out. But as I was saying before, I feel like I'm seeing a lot of double commits in the defense of BMS. They're certainly feeling the pressure that Pizza so far have been able to inflict. Charlie B with the second touch, trying to find the third. Couldn't quite connect to it. It was well defended. So now Nim off the ceiling. Doesn't waterfall straight down. But Charlie B still gets the revenge. The second touch. There's the highlight yet again. You want to talk about highlight reels, Ground Zero? This was better than the first.
and no boost to boot in that man's tank to finalize it. Back-to-back double taps. This man is ruthless with it, consistent with it, and he's the one taking the game away to the opposition here. But like we said before, we've seen a goal coming out from BMS, so the game's still not over. We got 1 minute left. Take it down. And we have yet to see... Oh, no. A big mistake here, I was going to say, but there was one right there, right before us. So great opportunity to get a save there at the same time, and they managed to hinder a progressive shot into their own field. Here's Charlie B back again, taking it low for the flip reset. Monkey mode, clipping the ball out of absolutely nowhere. I don't know how this man's doing it, but Thuber with no boost. Floating down, hoping to meet the mark with Nim at the shot, and he gets his goal at the same time.
Just a bit too much venom on it here for the goalkeeper to keep this one out. Nim, plenty of power. Sheila got actually quite a good touch to it, but still wasn't able to wrap around it enough to prevent the goal from coming. 45 seconds remaining. BMS have to be quick here, but it's a good demo to open things up, and they do actually take possession. Monkey Mode has control. Charlie B, however, reading that first touch. Nim committed himself high for the second one, however. Fuba does let this one go. Monkey Mode with a shot, in with the save. It's flying towards net, but nothing too tough there for Sheila to take control of. However, as that clock starts to ring down, every second ups the probability that Domino's Pizza are going to find themselves on match point. But it's more factors than just the clock. Fuba finding the back of the net with a counter-attack goal. Nim's 50-50, finding the danger area, and the danger man as well. All three players finding themselves on the score sheet. Domino's Pizza, not a weakness on the roster.
Nope, not at all. Everyone getting their double tap toppings. Thuber, felt out of place. Saw, hey, you know what? Everyone wanted a goal. Everyone's got a goal. Oh my god, that would have been an amazing angle as well. We could have generally seen an angle that matched Alot's angle back in our CS season. I can't remember what season it was, but damn, that could have been an impressive shot. Sadly, we will not see it happen tonight. But Thuber, Nim, and Charlie B. Last game was probably the more disappointing result, and all of a sudden they come back shining. They always love to give this false sense of security to their opposition.
Yeah.
BMS thought they finally had a chance. All of a sudden, Domino's Pizza just comes in blaring out of absolutely nowhere, like Siren Head himself, just ringing in the heads of BMS and always being a consistent problem. Suddenly, it seems that Domino's Pizza is a bigger issue than BMS expected. Maybe some hope riding in the back of their heads. They had something, but Domino's Pizza just loving to destroy them at every single opportunity that is presented to them. So, well, 4-1, match point right over here, and the grand finals looks like it might just finally find the end of its saga here at the same time for this monthly there, Sir Pickuses.
It's a really tough job here for BMS now that need to win 3 in a row if they want to go home with the extra portion of the prize pool. And Domino's Pizza looking extremely strong. Charlie B is on absolute fire. Both of those goals were fantastic. We've seen that sometimes they can drop in form just for a one-off game. We saw it, I believe it was game 4 in the upper finals, Ground Zero, where they lost 5-1 against the Brave Esports team that wasn't quite able to make it here in Grands after dropping against this BMS side, which Domino's Pizza now face. And well, it feels like they've got that one-off game out of the way and they are back to cooking. A lot of action is going to be required here from BMS to come out here with some hope, and we need to see it unfold in this first game. There are no more second, third, fourth chances, Ground Zero. It's all going to have to open up here at Utopia Coliseum. We have kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. This is game 5. This is tournament point for Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot to bring themselves and their confidence level, which definitely has taken a bit of a hit here, but they're cruising on through. Charlie B coming in with some solid blockages twice in a row, back to back, as Nim aiming for a shot, blocked by Monkey Mode, and it's been a very interesting story here tonight. The script writers kind of cooked here with this one, even if it's a cliche top 1 and top 2 seed here, but nonetheless, it's been interesting to be able to cast it with you in the booth here, Sir Biggest. And oh my god, Beastie!
My goodness.
Oh, roaring in with the first goal. 30 seconds, they make headway and get the first shot here. Monkey Mode, fantastic fake, and Charlie B and Thuber were just none the wiser for that kind of shot with the angle and that speed coming in. Domino's Pizza already losing the first goal.
And I absolutely love those plays with a fashion ground zero, those throwaways, those dummy play aerials where you keep the opposing team grounded, you keep them guessing, and you just have all the space in the world to go for a power shot. These are the kind of plays that BMS need if they want any hopes of trying to make this comeback in the grand finals. And, well, there was threats there of a Rule 1, but it didn't quite shape its way together. Sheila does get a good first touch, but Fuba able to break the lines and get to that ball first before they were able to return. Monkey Mode up yet again, not going to fake this one. A layoff, however, to BC, and we're starting to see the duoship between these two players coming to fruition here in Game 5. Got plenty of time left on the clock so far, I must say. They have looked fairly dominant, but we know Domino's Pizza can bring themselves out whenever they'd like. Fantastic save coming from Charlie B. Mouth agape from my co-caster as I look across to the second monitor. What's happened there? Can you explain this to me?
I can't. There's no words in the dictionary that can be adequate enough to demonstrate what's even happening here. My mouth was truly agape. My jaw dropped to the ground and the ball at the same time falling down to him to match Charlie B. And his pinch off the side wall, coming in with some speed to Thuber now with some great control. Oh, there's an opportunity. Nim, is he wasting it? No, he goes with the 50 against Sheila, loses that one sadly as Charlie B comes in with some speed, some great recovery, and Thuber now able to lend a hand, hoping to flick it away. Sadly beat once again as Nim. Can he clip it to the corner and set up his teammates? Blocked once more by Sheila. He gets the mid boost. It's going to be Charlie B first to it. Thuber down to the ground. And now it's going to be a slow play here. They're hoping to bide their time. They need just one goal to respond. It's all game over, match point. At the same time, looming overhead is the threat against BMS here. It's Domino's Pizza and Nim himself laying some groundwork for a possible shot, but cleared away once more. And it's halfway of this game left within regulation. We've got 2 minutes, 30 seconds left, and it's gonna be Domino's Pizza still not able to respond back to that one goal scored early on from BMS.
That's exactly what they needed, as they said before. Monkey Mode back on this ball here. It's great control. Flip reset. Goes under one. Can't break past Charlie B, however, who does make that crucial save. Counter-attacks come. I see a player pushed high. Was looking for demos initially. No one there to land it on. And, well, it was short-lived. And Nim is going to have to recreate it from the ground up. Monkey Mode. This allows that. He'll collect this ball instead. That double tap is looming. Defended there by Fuba on the back wall. Charlie B is hunting. Plays the back pass instead. Fuba's shot. Saved there by Sheila. And oh my goodness, plenty of opportunities from both these sides, and another crowd pinch, which is saved by Charlie B. Was able to get the follow-up as well. This is going to be a game which is going to keep me guessing till the final second. I think that's obvious by this point.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting development to see what happens in the next 1 minute or so. Oh my god, a shot out blocked by Monkey Mode. Coming in clutch once more. This man is the clutch master. He's in clutch mode. As Sheila with a shot blocked amazingly by Nim. What even happened on the post-to-post action? What is this game right now? They're trying their best, but they're not able to score. Just that one mistake. Oh, they get it. They get it. They score the goal, team. But Domino's Pizza back up again. A shot passing play from Charlie B from a great save. Defense is your best offense moment here, and that is Team Nim and Domino's Pizza showing you how it's done.
And they call it Unreal Engine for a reason. How was that defense even possible? And the fact that it transitioned into that counter-attack as well, that is incredible. That is hard fought from Domino's Pizza, and it is why they are competing here to go all the way. But BMS, they have been so strong in this game. Who's to say they won't grab that second goal? Who's to say that they have choked this victory? Certainly not. Charlie B up for this ball. Monkey Mo not able to get the touch. Charlie B always dangerous when it comes to those second touches. Beastie, that slight tap did enough to keep themselves out of danger for the time being. Monkey Mode, plenty of boost, but that ball flying out wide. Sheila's heavy touch will just go in the car of Fubo with plenty of control. Beastie looking to throw that away from him. Plenty of action waiting to happen in this corner. And this one stays up. Monkey Mode gets that initial beat, but it's Nim off the ceiling, waiting for Fuba to grab. Charlie B didn't want to let it hit the floor, but it did regardless. So we are in overtime with Domino's Pizza's golden goal being platinum now, should they win the tournament.
Yeah. Now it's time to crown the champion. We've seen some great momentum gain here from Domino's Pizza with a possible loss that was imminent until that goal scored from Nim and a save at the same time. Charlie B, we've seen those double taps and he does it again. He does it again. Here's Sir Pegasus. It is the man, the goat of the first touches. Charlie B with a setup for the double tap and BC with no boost, not able to react in time, and it's Domino's Pizza crowned as your grand champions of Redirect Monthly number 16.
Well, if there was anyone to do it, of course it had to be Charlie B. And of course it had to be another double tap to add to his arsenal that he's done here in the upper finals, in the grand finals. It doesn't matter the situation, even if it's RLCS. We've seen him do it all before Ground Zero. He will, of course, go home with a greater share of the prize pool and taking victory there for Domino's Pizza. Now, I know that it's not an official MVP, but for this series and for this tournament, for me, Ground Zero is going to have to be the player who put the final nail in.
Oh, I agree. Charlie, for me personally as well, one of the best performances, the double taps back to back. That man has not failed once when it's been required. But honestly, I would have to say the player who was really taking my heart at the same time as I got a lot of spot for is Nim. He's played perfectly when it comes to defense, played perfect when it comes to offense, set up his teammates, been the match maker when it comes to the match player, really just always consistently thinking about his teammates whenever he's playing, and his rotations were uttered perfect, positioned perfectly at any given opportune time, and he's just been that guy for this team. Thuber deserves a good part of the spotlight as well at the same time, but I have to agree with you, Charlie B, he's just been the highlight reel player here tonight. Thuber did perfect where required, but he just fell short on some moments. A lot of time to improve here, but I think this is going to be his greatest big motivator to continue grinding. If this is the performance he's going to be able to output alongside the likes of this team here. So congratulations to Domino's Pizza, and it is team. Well, it's going to be the second seed, I believe, who will be the ones to win it tonight. So a bit of a shake up here in comparison to BMS. Yeah,
we like that.
I like a bit of change. I'm always all for it as well. So congrats to first place. They get a good chunk of the prize pool. It is £70 that they go home with tonight. So beautiful amount. Chef's kiss to Domino's Pizza, and I'm also hungry speaking about it. I hope I get a discount from the boys for all the casting we did here. Sure, biggest bits. But nonetheless, we also got to give a shout out. Yeah, we also got to give a shout out, of course, to number 2nd spot, and it will be BMS. Honestly, so much credit to them for taking away all the way from the lower brackets all the way to the grand finals itself to bring us a game like that. They deserve a good solid round of applause. They also do not go home empty as well. At the same time, taking £30 for second seed here. So first seed taking second spot, getting £30. Hey, you know what? I think they're going to be happy with having something to fill up their stomachs and their PayPal accounts at the same time. So congratulations. This has been an amazing monthly, and it did just keep improving. So if you guys are interested as well, please do sign up immediately. Sign-ups are open as of now. Join the Discord server to do so, and also at the same time, please do follow us on Redirect Esports on Twitch, and at the same time on Redirect GG on Twitter. If you guys are interested in watching more of our content, we will be here for this kind of thing at any given moment. So we'll see you guys next month. It's me, Ground Zero. If you guys want to find me, you can just find my Twitter. I believe it's just going to be GR0 with the 0 at the end. And Sir Pegasus, if you want to give a shout out to some other required people as well at the same time.
Well, of course, producer Hazza, who does absolutely everything, all the admin work as well. He's been in the background, one of the owners of Redirect, of course, the main organizer for all of these monthlies. This isn't really something that exists in the EU scene, so having something like this be so consistent is an incredible asset. But for myself, it is Sir Pegasus on everything, Twitter, Twitch for like. If you could drop a follow, that would be lovely. But I'm going to echo what my good friend GZ said before. Follow Redirect Esports on Twitch, at Redirect GG on Twitter. There are commands for both. Sign up for the next tournament, and maybe you can get yourselves a chunk of that prize pool. Ladies and gentlemen, it was an absolute pleasure to cast a Redirect 3v3 monthly number 16. We will be back for the 17th on, I believe, November 23rd, actually a day before my birthday. What a treat. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back for that. Goodbye
Yeah.
and thank you.